Fire Dragon Friday, where we do our weekly love and romance tarot messages and readings for all 12 of our zodiac signs. I will be going one by one, Aries through Pisces, and delivering you whatever messages Spirit wants to convey to everyone for what's going on in your love, relationship, or personal life for this week ahead. Happy Friday 13th, everybody. I am personally someone who has never really thought Friday the 13th is an unlucky day. I actually think it's quite lucky. It brings through the vibration, of course, of Venus, Friday being a Venus-ruled day. The number 1 and the number 3, both are very powerful in their own right. Number 1 is about initiation, new beginnings. The number 3 is about creativity and building new things, and you add them together and you get a 4, which is very stabilizing, very grounding. So I don't think that Friday the 13th is something to get worried about or nervous over at all. So I hope you guys have had a great week ahead. I'm going to go ahead and get into our astrology for the week. I do have our chart here. So we're going to just take a picture, take a peek at this. We are really traveling into some strong Virgo energy this week. Check it out. Mercury has gone into the sign of Virgo along with Mercury has gone into Virgo. Mars and Venus still in the sign of Virgo. Venus will be shifting into Libra on the 15th, 16th, very late on the 15th, very early on the 16th. So that's going to be a big shift up of energy there. But we are still very strongly into this Virgo energy. And, you know, when the sun moves into the sign of Virgo, not going to be long, guys, maybe about 10 days, actually a little bit less. Yeah, we're definitely going some strong Virgo energy. So guys, just keep that in mind as we travel through this week. That people are much more particular, they're organized, they're detail oriented, they're much more practical when it comes to any decisions that they're making and the way that they're thinking this week. People are not very likely to be swept off their feet or sweet talked. You have got to show that you really want to make things right. If something in a relationship needs to be healed or mended, this is a good time to do it, but you're not going to do it by using ego. So you got to put that little Leo ego down for a while here. The only way you're going to fix it is through being more generous, more modest, admitting where you've been wrong, etc. Because of all that Virgo energy, very important. Tonight, the moon just shifted on into the intense sign of Scorpio. So expect this weekend to be quite intense for the next few days. We will have the moon in the sign of Scorpio, and that is a very emotionally intense moon, very revealing. This could be a weekend where lots of people reveal secrets. They're more hidden side. They may express passions or feelings that they have not, revealed for a while. You may feel more moody, more insightful, more introverted because Scorpio does do the deep dive. It does go deep within. You may uncover, secrets or things that been trying to figure out and trying to get to the bottom of because of that energy. So keep that in mind for this week and ahead. The rest of our energies are pretty much the same, as we've been reporting. We've got all of our outer planets still positioned as such. We have Pluto in the sign of Capricorn, Saturn in the sign of Aquarius, Jupiter also in the sign of Aquarius, Neptune, of course, stationed in Pisces, Uranus stationed in Taurus, and all these guys, with the exception of Uranus, are in retrograde motion. You know what? I'm gonna check my my ephemeris. Sorry, guys. I have been cleaning up the house, and everything is a little bit. It's like organized, but it's disorganized because I don't know where I put stuff. All right, so let's get into. I want to see when Uranus is actually going retrograde because that would complete all of our retrogrades for right now. Let's see what we got. I know it's soon. I know it's really soon. Yeah, it is. It's like this week. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually on our upcoming Friday on the 20th. So a week from today, guys, Uranus will be our last outer planet that will be joining all of our large planets in that retrograde motion. Yeah. So, I do feel like that kind of like summertime, early autumn, it's a little bit of a lull in the energy a little bit. It's very introspective, right? When Uranus goes retrograde, we kind of, in a way, I mean, it's like there's pros and cons to all of those retrogrades, but when Uranus goes retrograde, we really start to get back to our future plans in a lot of ways. It's like if things have kind of moved full speed ahead, and then we kind of go, oh, yeah, we got to do some practical groundwork to get those future plans underway. It's actually a very good thing. Very good thing indeed. So I like the energy. Is a very grounded energy this week. The best thing to do this week is absolutely to be giving, to be modest. Even though our sun is in Leo, we have 3 planets for the weekend in the sign of Virgo. So embrace those Virgo attributes, right? Modest, giving, generous with your time. It's definitely, giving rather than taking when it comes to Virgo energy. So be in that awareness, and also be aware that, yes, the moon sign over this weekend in particular will be in that sign of Scorpio, and it will be emotionally intense. It can be intense in a very good way. It could also be intense in a very explosive way. It really depends on how you make use of those energies. It really, really does. So just be aware. Just be aware. Things can really come up to the surface or be buried beneath it. It can be one or the other. Sometimes both. Sometimes both. If you have any Scorpios or Virgos in your life, or if you have Scorpio or Virgo in your chart, you're definitely going to feel a lot of energized, energy, the awareness. I can't talk. You're going to feel a lot. You are. It's like you're really on target to be getting a lot done this week in your relationships, and I really feel like it's a week of healing, because the combination of Scorpio and Virgo is very healing. It is. It's both the psyche and it's the physical body and the physical well-being. So when those two come together and get together, yeah, they create a lot of good healing ability. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get into our card readings. I'm just going to go ahead and start pulling them from for each sign. I'm going to go back to a little bit more of my old format for this week. We may do the new one again next week, because I kind of like doing both, but I like the energy of both. So I'm going to go back and do I'm going to be using for the keyword for each sign, we'll be using the Chinese fortune reading cards there. And I will be using my Angel Wisdom Tarot for the tarot cards, and then we will be using our cute little fortune cookie cards for the affirmations for each sign. All right, let me go ahead. I'm going to move Mr. Dragon over here. All right, I'm going to start with some sage and sweetgrass, guys, just to clear our energies. And I hope everyone is doing well out there tonight. We've had very strange weather, very off and on. A lot of rain back and forth. Our sage going. guys, let's go ahead and see what we got in the cards tonight. Let's see what is coming up for us. Very excited to see. All right. Get some water. All right, we are going to start out with Aries, as always, our Aries folks. I hope you're doing great, Aries. Oh my goodness. Scorpio moon is kind of supercharged for you guys because Scorpio is a sign that really does impact you very strongly. So let's see what we've got for you. Aries, keep in mind that these are general readings. They won't resonate with every single one of you. Take what makes sense, leave the rest behind. You may watch these for your sun, your moon, your Venus, or your rising sign. And these are going to be for whoever, whatever your situation and relationships are, whether it's single, coupled, in a separated or long distance relationship. So take it as it resonates to your personal situation. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please let's see what we have for our beautiful Aries for this week ahead in love and romance. What can you share with us about Aries? Ooh, we have an abundance, Aries. So you may have an abundance of energy here, right? This could be an abundance of love offers, an abundance of loving energy. You could feel like, maybe the person that you've been interested in is finally noticing you, or you just might feel more attractive than usual, more, just a more overflowing kind of energy for this week ahead. Very, very nice. If you're in business, like if your love interest is also your business partner, that could be very good energy and very good news for you as well. So let's look at your tarot for the week. We're going to see 3 cards, please. How the week is going to play out for love for Aries. Nice. Oh my goodness. Aries, talk about abundance indeed. My goodness, look at this. Okay, so we're going to start out with the 2 of Cups. Beautiful. There's that gorgeous connection we're feeling. This could be such a good week of either healing with someone, connecting with someone brand new, depending on your relationship situation. This is a wonderful card. And I feel like, this is really giving you this beautiful feeling like, this is my hopes and dreams. This is something good after a dark, long, challenging time. With the Star card coming through is one of our most positive cards in the tarot. The Star is Aquarius energy, so you could have an Aquarius in your life very strongly. And look what's coming out as our 3rd card for the week, the 10 of Cups. I feel like Aries, if you connect with someone this week, it could be like powerful skyrocket kind of feeling energy. You almost have to like hang on because it goes from the 2 of Cups to the 10 of Cups very quickly. And the 10 of Cups is like really that ultimate wish fulfillment. This week has that feeling all over it of wishes being fulfilled, relationships being healed if it's something that you want healed, reconciliations, just major growth, major revelations, beautiful. There's not a whole lot more you can say about this. It's a wonderful, wonderful spread. And I feel like, it's giving you a chance this week, Aries, even if you're super single and even if you're saying there's nobody on the horizon, there's nobody coming towards me, there's something that's getting you ready for something better and something that just gives you so much hope and faith that the future is brighter than it has been in maybe a long time. But, this again, I would say because of our Venus energy being in both Virgo and Libra for this coming week, remember to be giving, remember to be open, generous, and look for the commonality between you and that other person. You may be very attracted, like I said, to an Aquarius this week, also to our water signs, because we've got a lot of Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer in this reading as well with those Cups cards. Let's get an affirmation for Aries, please. This is just a beautiful week, Aries. The love card came out for you. Love is in the air. A great time for commitment and taking relationships to the next level. No matter what your situation, Aries, keep your eyes and your heart open this week for loving connections and relationship energies because it is strong. Very strong. It's like, wow. I have a feeling that's going to be one of the best reads of the night. I really have a feeling for that one. All right. Great stuff. Taurus, we are on to you next. I hope you all are doing wonderful, Taurus. There's a lot of good energy in the air coming from our 3 planets in Virgo, especially over this weekend. I do think that that's going to be positively impacting you. So keep that in mind as we go through these messages for the week ahead. Taurus, these messages are for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, in separation, or a long distance relationship. So take those as they resonate to your personal situation. If they don't resonate, you may want to check the other signs in your personal natal chart and watch the readings that go with those signs as well. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Taurus folks out there in love and relationship messages for this week ahead, please. Taurus, it's time to work on your relationship. Absolutely. So this to me says that work is influencing your love life this week. You may be working hard, they may be working hard, or you may be working hard together to make things better between you. You might be in a situation where your relationship really does need some time, some care, putting in some effort. So that is what's coming up for this week ahead for you, Taurus. Let's see what we have in the tarot for you this week. Let's get 3 cards on this, please. Very nice. Ooh, yeah. And work is definitely part of the week. Interesting here. We start out with the renewal card. To me, this is the higher judgment, higher vibration of the death card. It's the same as the judgment card in the traditional tarot. It's ruled by Pluto, which is the ruler of Scorpio. Interestingly enough, we're starting our week out with the Scorpio moon over this weekend. So I do feel that you are going to have that sense of resurrection, rebirth, renewals. To me, it is that kind of phoenix from the ashes energy. So you may feel like something is really reviving in your life. Could be a relationship, right? Could be somebody from the past coming back. Right here in the center, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So to me, the 10 of Pentacles is very, very strong earth vibration. It is part of your sign, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And it really does get us in that beautiful grounded energy. The 10 of Pentacles is a very positive card. It has so much good going for it. And it really is. It's not just about work. It's also about those emotional connections because it's, you know, grounded, stable, solid people, trustworthy relationships, good people that, you know, help you, you help them. It's very symbiotic and reciprocal. Very nice outcome card this week because we do have the King of Pentacles. Taurus, to me, that is one of your big power cards in the tarot. And it really shows me that if you put in the work on your relationship, you're going to reap the rewards. You're going to not only enjoy greater stability in your finances and things like that, the material side of life, but you're also going to have the space to enjoy. If you have been putting too much into work and not enough into your love life, then it may be time to balance that, right? Because our King of Pentacles isn't just a hard worker. He doesn't just put in a lot of effort on the job. He also knows how to enjoy the results of his work. So Taurus, if that's been you, it's time to enjoy your love life and your life in general a little bit more. But these are extremely positive, powerful cards. Very, very nice for our week ahead here. Let's get into an affirmation, please, for Taurus. And look at that. Yes, opportunities are open. And I would say, this Scorpio moon that we have this weekend, that creates a nice sextile aspect to your sign. And the sextiles are about opportunities, they are about doors opening and things, presenting themselves. An important offer will be made. Be prepared and dressed to impress. Yeah, so Taurus, you could be making an offer to someone you love. They could be making an offer to you. Good stuff. Very, very nice. Very earthy. It's right on target for you. That's just the way you like it. A nice balance between love and career. All right, Gemini. All right, my Geminis. I hope you are doing great. I know this might be a little bit of a challenging time in some ways for you guys because we do have quite a lot of Virgo energy right now, which does create a square to you. But things are going to start to get a little easier as, as the energy goes, because Venus will be moving into the sign of Libra on the 16th. That's going to really bring some good air energy into your world, especially in that love arena. So let's get into some messages for you for the week. Gemini, these are for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, or in separation, or a long distance relationship. Take them as they resonate to your personal situation. And if they don't resonate with you, you may want to check the signs of the rest of the planets in your personal natal chart. And you can watch the readings that go along with those. So let's get into it. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what you have for our awesome Geminis out there. Any messages that they need for their love and personal life coming up this week. Ooh, trust is coming up. So trust is what's impacting you this week. Can you trust them? Can they trust you? Do you trust your instincts? Do you trust your heart? You may have something come up where you really need to discuss something, especially if your trust has been broken in the past, Gemini. That's always a big deal, is rebuilding that or finding it again with someone in love. Ooh, that's a big one. Let's get into your tarot. Let's see what we have for our Geminis. 3, please, for them. Wow. So, Gemini, you might be really questioning whether or not to take a relationship to the next level here. You also might be you might be going through a little bit of back and forth about somebody, whether you believe that they're your soulmate, twin flame, or not, because our 4 of Wands is a very strong card of soulmates and twin flames, and it's also a card of home, family, stability, a happy homecoming, a celebration kind of feeling around, feeling like you're coming home. So you might be kind of wondering, is this the person I want to move in with? Is this a person that I want to commit to or marry? Is this the person that I want all of that with? I feel like, if you have someone like that in your life, you really will be kind of pulling within a little more this week. You might be a little more introspective because we've got our high priestess. And so you're really going to go within, think about what, they mean to you, what that feels to you, right? When you really listen to your intuition, it won't steer you wrong. And I feel like, you may choose really to kind of say, you know what? I might be nervous about some things, or maybe I, would have gotten nervous or scared about that, but I'm going to put aside these fears. I'm going to take the leap of faith, right? Because the leap of faith is there. There it is with our dreamer, our Fool card. And so I feel like, you got to listen to your intuition ultimately, Gemini. But the Fool card is really about trusting in spirit, trusting in the divine, taking that leap of faith, whatever that means. And if you feel this isn't right for me, I think you'll take that leap and say, you know what, I'm going to trust that spirit has better for me. And if you do feel like, most of what I've got with this person is good, you're going to take a leap of faith and go towards that. It's very, very nice. Let's get an affirmation for our Geminis here, please. And luck is on your side this week, Gemini. I feel like whatever you do this week is going to be a good thing. Like, it's a sudden change of luck is likely. Things are working in your favor. Great time for networking and communication. So, yeah, express what you feel. Don't just keep it all to yourself, but it is important for you to have some time to just reflect and listen to your heart, listen to your soul. Very nice read. Thank you so much, Carmela, for that donation. I really appreciate it. It's been a tiring day. I've been trying to switch up my hours. I'm trying to be not quite as much of a night owl. I'm trying to wake up a little earlier. It's not easy. I don't like that sunshine thing. I'm like, oh, it's too bright. I'm an owl. Oh my gosh. Like late last night, I could hear my barred owl. He was out there, whoo, whoo, making his hoot. I was like, I know, I'm with you. The hooting owls. My owls and my possums, you know. I know, me too. I took a nap today, Gwen. I was like, oh, I'll just lay down for a few minutes. Like 2 hours later, you know, I was like, ah. I woke up, I was like, oh man. Yeah, no, I love to sleep. Yeah, oh. I don't know how daytime people do it. I don't know what that's like. I think my whole life I've been a little hoot hoot, a little owl. Even when I was a kid, I didn't like getting up in the morning. You know, kids are always getting up in the morning, driving their parents crazy. Not me. It was a struggle. Getting myself out of the bed. All right, Cancer, let's see what you have got coming up for you this week. I hope my Cancer folks are all doing really well out there. Hope every one of you is doing happy, healthy. Keep those home fires burning. Let's see what we have for you, Cancer, this week in love and relationship messages. These are going to be for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, in separation, or long distance relationships at all. All that can come under this, so just take it as it resonates. If it does not resonate with you, Cancer, please check the placements on your personal chart. You can watch the readings that go along with things like your moon sign, your Venus sign. The Venus sign especially is going to give you some good insights on love, always, you know. Like my Venus sign, even though my sun is Capricorn, I'll always watch Pisces readings because that's my Venus sign, for example. All right, so Cancer, let's see what you got for the week ahead. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please show us what you have coming up for our beautiful Cancers for this week. Anything in love, romance, and relationship messages, please show us our Cancers. Very nice, very nice. The Sun card comes up for you, and you know, right now we are in the season of Leo for this week ahead, and so to me that brings through that very positive solar energy, solar plexus energy. The Sun card in the traditional tarot is the most positive card, right? It's happiness, optimism, joy, and vitality returning. So you may feel like you've really stepped it up energetically. You may feel like happiness is returning. You know, maybe you meet someone or you reconnect with someone that just brings that sunshine and that joy, brings that smile to your face, right? And even if you're single, Cancer, I just feel like your energy is higher this week. Your vibration is stronger and you feel a little more positive about relationships, about yourself, right? This is really also telling you if you've been kind of down on yourself lately, bring in that solar plexus energy. It's time to reaffirm yourself, tap into that positivity. Self-confidence is important, and I would say that's huge, like for attracting someone into your life. Self-esteem, self-worth, that radiates out to people. It truly does. So, you know, if you don't feel good about you, if you don't feel, you know, content within yourself, how can you expect to give that to someone else? So it's important to really embrace that, especially if you've been kind of not talking so nice to yourself or about yourself. Let's get into your tarot, Cancer. Let's get 3 cards for you. Yes, I do feel like there's a renewal energy coming in around this. So, you know, this is rebirth, this is resurrection. This is the same as the Judgment card in the traditional tarot. So it is that higher vibration of the Death card. It is that phoenix from the ashes. This could be someone or something coming back around into your life, or just a real true renewal of your own heart, your own energy, your own self-belief and worth. I do think it is a week of working on things and making things better, no matter what you apply that to in your love life. This could be really, you know, spending some quality time with your significant other or your love interest. You could be working quite a lot this week as well, because the 8 of Pentacles is like, it's not super glamorous. It's like, it's just like, stay the course, work on the things that come to you day in, day out. It's very important for you to just stay focused on doing the best that you can at each moment of this week. I also think that this is certainly a week where you're balancing work and relationships. And if you haven't been having a whole lot of fun, Cancer, it's time to bring a little more joy, a little more spontaneity, a little more fun into your life. I think that's also where that Sun card is coming up. And love is important. Look, what's on the bottom card is our Lovers card. So I do feel that communication, telling people how you feel, putting your thoughts and words out there is very important as well, because the Lovers card is Gemini energy, and Geminis, they love to talk. They love to talk. If you've been too quiet, it's time to open up to your person this week. Let's get an affirmation, please, for Cancer. Yep, tough and trying times. I do feel like that. There's work and there's adjustments that really have to be made here. Tough times may be ahead, so think long term and make decisions accordingly. Avoid negative people or thinking at all costs, okay? So Cancer, definitely watch your thoughts. Again, you know, it's kind of tapping into that same message I felt with the Sun. It's like, it's really important not to put yourself down, not to cast aspersions on yourself and put yourself in that negative light. And also, don't be around people that give you that, right? Don't be around people that give you that. Very, very nice, guys. All right, let's see what we have for Leo. Let's see what's going on with our lions. Oh my gosh. Leos! Happy birthday to all my Leos out there. Oh my goodness. Leo folks, I hope you are well. We are still at about 9 degrees left of your sun sign. We are still in Leo season on the last 10 degrees of that, so I hope everything has been great for you during your time of the year. Leo, these are going to be your love messages for the week ahead. This is going to be all about what's going on in your personal life, whether you're single, coupled, or in separation or long distance. And Leo, if these don't resonate with you, please be sure to watch the readings for your moon sign, Venus sign, rising, etc. And that will give you even more to go on. So please, dear spirit, angels, divine beings of light, and ancestors, let's see what we have for our Leos this week in love and romance. Whatever messages you would like to share with them, please. Very, very interesting card, guys. We've got the Karma card. So Leo, this is a week of what goes around comes around. So be sure to think about that. You might be feeling like somebody really did me wrong. If they did, Leo, they might be facing, you know, the consequences this week. Likewise, if you haven't treated someone so nice, you might be facing some consequences this week. It is also telling you to be careful of what energies you put out and what kind of people you associate with, because there is that feeling of what goes around comes around. Reciprocal energy. What you give will also come back to you. So if you're giving, loving, generous, kind, right? It's like good things usually will come back to you. If you don't, you get the other, right? It's equal give and take, reciprocal energy. So let's get into a keyword. No, we already did the keyword. Let's get into 3 tarot cards for our Lion-y folks out there. See what we've got coming up. Yeah. There's definitely something to do with balanced energy and coming through some difficult decisions, maybe. You may feel like you've got quite a lot on your plate this week, Leo. The 7 of Cups is first. So there's some kind of decision that you've got to make when it comes to love or relationships. You know, for some of you, it could be, should I stay or should I go in a relationship? Should I continue it? Should I not? Maybe you're, you know, dating some different people and you feel like I need to make a decision and just narrow it down and commit to one. So definitely there's some decision making, and I do feel like you're going to be moving to the next level in some way here. The Chariot card is coming up in the center. This is Cancerian energy. So I do feel like there is something that you're moving forward from. Absolutely. This feels like gaining some kind of clarity, some kind of information, doing a little bit of deep digging into the subconscious, right? The Chariot is about our subconscious. It's about the yin and the yang, what's going on in our inner workings and how to understand ourselves better. And it really helps, you know, to keep those emotions in check. We talked about, like, this weekend we have that moon in Scorpio, and that is an intense emotional moon sign. So, you know, Leo, you may really feel the push and pull of that. Scorpio is a sign that squares your sign, so I don't doubt at all. My Leos are feeling that. You'll be feeling that this week, this push and pull between those two sides within yourself. And it's really time to get in touch with what it is that you want deep down inside that subconscious soul. And yes, something has to come to balance. We have the Justice card as our 3rd card. That is Libra energy. And Venus, our planet of love and relationships, goes into the sign of Libra early on the 16th. So we do have that coming up this week, and I do feel that this is really playing out in your life, right? The Justice card is wonderful, but yes, it taps back into that karma, that oracle card. So it really is. It's like what goes around comes around, right? The scales of justice. People are not going to escape that this week, whether it's you or whether it's someone you know, or if this is simply about bringing life back into balance, right? For some of my Leos, this could be about choosing a path or choosing a partner that is in balance with you, where there's equal give and take. Like, if you're the one doing all the work and they're not putting in, you know, an equal amount of energy, and you don't like the way that feels, it's like, look, either things are gonna balance, or Leo might be going bye-bye. You might be saying, I'm gonna go think this over, because you're very much about fairness, harmony, you know, equilibrium and balance being restored. So be impartial and objective, stand up for what you believe, try to see both sides of any situation, and keep your position of integrity this week, Leo. Let's get an affirmation for you. And we have the planning card coming out, Leo. Now is the time to lay down the foundations for your future. Financial gains are more than likely. So that's a nice side to that. But yes, I would say definitely time to lay some good foundations, because if you're with someone that it doesn't feel balanced, or if you're starting something new, it's important to put those good personal boundaries in place from the start. It really is. Very good idea. For my Leos, you know, that are meeting somebody new, or dating and meeting new people, absolutely. This is a week where you want to get things off on the right foot and really say, here's what I'm after, here's what I'm looking for in love, and just be very clear about it, right? Really be very, very strong on those personal boundaries. It's important. And thank you so much, Raven Thunder, for that donation during the Leo read, and happy birthday to you. All right, let's jam it on over to Virgo. I hope my Virgos are doing great. I think we're really rocking some strong Virgo energy, especially over the weekend before Venus changes sign. We still have Venus, Mars, and Mercury all in the sign of Virgo right now. So it is very, very strong. Oh my goodness. Mercury is naturally the ruler of Gemini and Virgo. So when Mercury is in those signs, it's very strongly highlighted. Mercury right now, of course, is in the sign of Virgo. And it really is about organization, planning, cleaning. Oh my word, I've been cleaning. It's felt really good. So, Virgo, I think the energy is positive for you this week ahead. Let's get some messages. These are going to be your love and romance messages for the week ahead. These can apply whether you are single, coupled, in separation, or in a long distance relationship. And, you know, if this doesn't resonate with you, Virgo, be sure to check the placements like your moon sign, your Venus sign, in the rest of your personal natal chart. You will be able to get more messages out of any general readings that you watch. All right, dear angels, ancestors, guardians, let's see what we have, please, for our wonderful Virgos for this week ahead in love and relationships. I like this card. I like both of, there's two cards in this deck. One is the soul symbol and one is the spirit symbol. I'm going to read you a little bit about this because it's a little deep. It's a little deep. I really, really dig this card. Yeah, here we go. Gotta pull the book out on this one for you, Virgo. Discovery of life, purpose, and choices, manifesting desires. We just had that Lion's Gate energy. So it really is about, you know, the manifestations. You may be questioning directions and what your purpose or future is. This card represents huge spiritual growth. You'll never be the same again. You're on a journey, so relax more and go with the universal flow. You'll become aligned with the highest power and will soon have the ability of manifesting what you truly want into the world. You could find yourself meeting the love of your life or soulmate connection if single, or searching for love through taking a course or developing a new skill. I like this too. Diet and exercise is important with this card, so pay attention to any health issues, which is always a thing. That's always a thing with Virgo. So to me, the soul symbol card is, you know, really finding yourself through spirit. It really is. And it's like sometimes that can take the form of, you know, maybe a symbol, a statue, a sign, you know, some kind of, you know, even a gemstone or a crystal, something that, you know, you feel kind of manifest into a physical form, what you're feeling or what you're, you know, aligning with. Sometimes it can be that, but many times it just gets you feeling like, hey, I'm on the right track. So Virgo, I just feel like this is a good week. You know, whatever happens in love life or lack thereof is really very much meant to be. And it's really about you focusing in on how you manifest your soul out into the world. What is the symbol of your soul and how do you put that out into the world around you? It's beautiful. Let's get into your tarot, please. Let's see, Spirit, what we've got for Virgo this week. Yeah, wow. Oh my gosh. Great cards. Look at this. Oh my gosh. So look at this. We're starting out with our Devil card, the ego, the Capricorn energy, right? So to me, this is about breaking through chains, breaking through anything that's held you back or limited you in the past, the illusion of being trapped, right? Take responsibility for whatever your situation is and start making choices that support your path to happiness, right? This can be breaking, old bad habits, negative addictions, codependency, all that kind of stuff. Anything that has made you feel kind of unhappy or that you've lived at the minimum. This could also be saying, Virgo, if you've been working too much, because to me, being a Capricorn card, the Devil card can be that overwork, right? The negative side of Capricorn, oh yeah, all work and no play. So if you've kind of been feeling that way lately, might be time to balance that. Anything that's been holding you back from truly expressing and manifesting what it is that you want in life. And look at this. Emperor card coming through, Aries energy, very strong personal empowerment coming through. That really aligns with that soul symbol card. So when it comes to love, oh my goodness, Virgo, oh my goodness. I mean, you got strong Capricorn here, strong Aries here, very cardinal signs. This is like take the lead, take the initiative. If there's somebody or something that you want out of a relationship, boy, ask for it, go get it. Don't be, and if it's a negative old relationship or association that you want to just cut out of your life, don't be afraid to do it and stand in your power, stand in your self-love and self-determination. Wow. If it's a relationship that you're already in, and, because these are general, these could be for anyone, any situation. If you're already in something, I could see you really wanting to change, whatever. We all fall into those negative ruts or habits when we're in a relationship, and you may be really wanting to change those up. And a big, strong way that you can start doing that is by loving yourself, being strongly yourself, and it's very positive. It's very positive. And look at the outcome. I just feel like whatever you're doing this week towards these ends, Virgo, so powerful. We've got the Six of Wands, victory, recognized success, and triumph here. So I just feel like you're gonna come through this week, whether it's, challenging ups and downs, things like that. You may really be breaking through some old habits or patterns that need to be altered. But look at that beautiful outcome here, Virgo. Nice, nice reading. Let's get an affirmation on this for you. And we have the card of intuition. Listen to your intuition, Virgo. Not just your head, listen to your heart too. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. Work is a big part of this week. No matter how you cut it. We have that Capricorn Devil card in there on the bottom. Yeah, we got the 10 of Pentacles. So you're definitely working it. You're working it this week, Virgo, and I do feel like deep down what you really want out of relationships, whether present or going into the future, is stability, trust, loyalty, all those very positive things that come with that 10 of Pentacles card. These readings are great tonight. They've all been really good. They've all been really good so far. All right, first half is down. First half of the zodiac is already done. And we're moving on up to our Libras. And Light Seeker, I did see your message. And once I finish all the general reads, once we're done with Pisces, then I'll be doing the personal questions, whoever has got one in. And I'll go check my PayPal account to see who paid through PayPal. Yeah. And for anyone that is interested, after I do these general readings, I am opening up to personal questions. Those will be like one single question with a $10 minimum donation, and I will do those after we finish these general reads. And I take donations either through the super chat option here on YouTube or through my PayPal link, which is right down below in the description box. If you donate through PayPal, please let me or one of my moderators know that you've done that, because it will not automatically pop up on the window like the YouTube ones do. Yeah, I know. I got that donation from you, HW. So if you're still here, once I'm done, you'll be number one on the list. And if not, I'll roll you over to whenever. It's no problem. All right, so Libra, let's see what's going on with my Libras. Libra, I feel like, this weekend for you when it comes to love and relationship may feel like a bit of a lull. And that's because Venus, which is your ruling planet, is getting ready to change signs, and it's going into your sign. And that's not just good news for you, that's good news for all of us, because Venus in Libra is one of its happiest places to be. It's a very, very good place. Good placement, and we'll get to enjoy that energy for almost a month. So that will start, actually, Venus will be moving into Libra early on the 16th. So we'll be waking up Monday to Venus in Libra. So this is going to be your love messages for the week, Libra. Whether you are single, coupled, in relationship, out of relationship, in separation, in a long distance situation, whatever it may be. If it doesn't resonate with you, check the placements of the rest of your personal natal chart, things like your Venus sign, your moon sign, etc. You can watch the readings that go along with those signs as well to get more messages out of any of these reads. So dear spirit, angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Libras for this week ahead in love and romance. Ooh, yeah, I'm telling you, see, Libra, make a wish. It's coming up. I'm telling you, good things could be afoot. And I really do feel that this is about putting in your intentions, your wishes, your hopes, your desires. Talk to spirit, talk to your angels, talk to your personal guides. Write it down however you like to manifest, or put out those wishes to the universe, Libra. It's time to do that. What is it that you really desire in love and relationships, no matter where you're at in them? Let's see what we have for you in the tarot. Let's see our Libras, please. Yeah. Wow, I feel, ooh, this is a lot. This is a lot here. Okay, here we go. We're starting with that Seven of Swords. And I feel, Libra, this is what you want to come to an end. No more dishonesty, no more energy vampires or narcissists, no more people that tell you one thing and then do another, no more false people, people that are fake, people that don't really tell you what they're all about. It's like, let's put this behind us. That's just what I feel. And then the next card is the Page of Wands. So it's really like turning a new leaf over, right? It's really just, it's like letting this go, because the Page of Wands is like fresh, brand new starts, new energy, and new beginnings. I do feel that this is like, you're really saying no more of this, and please let's go towards this instead. Let's have something that, instead of making me feel nervous, making me feel on edge because I don't know if they're truthful or trusting or trustworthy, like, instead of having that energy, it's like, let's have a little more fun. Let's be with someone that makes me feel happy and upbeat and energetic. This to me, that again, Page of Wands is very strong Aries energy, very fiery. And it's all about, new energy. I feel that this reading might resonate more with you if you're either single, right? And you've kind of been burned and you're like, no, I want something very different from what I've experienced in the past. Or if you're just, feeling kind of fed up, like you've been fed up, or you're ready to just call it quits with somebody that's not treating you right, because you're ready for something better, something fresh and new. And I really feel for some of my Libras out there, not all obviously, but for a lot of y'all, this World card is coming through as this third card. And to me, the World is something coming full circle. Saturn rulership, right? So Saturn is very much about learning the lessons, getting through the challenges and the trials, and finally reaching the success. The World card is the last card in the major arcana in the tarot. And so to me, this is all about, good endings, right? Positive endings, and then happy new beginnings. It's like the World is like the old doors closing, the new doors opening. And for me, for what I feel, Libra, it's like, I think a lot of y'all are putting out this wish and this intention, either for now or in the future, to say, this is the relationship that I want. to make it to the end, right? I don't want to play the field anymore. I want to get into something new and I want it to work out and I want it to go all the way. Or if you're already in something, you know, you're really saying, let's leave the old crappy times behind and go into something that's much more positive. I feel like y'all have learned a lot of lessons and you've come through quite a lot of challenges and hurdles to get to this energy. But yeah, I know I've got a lot of Libra friends and this really does fit in with what a lot of them are going through. So let's get into an affirmation for you for this week ahead, please. Declutter. Yeah, and I feel like there's that Virgo energy that we're experiencing this weekend especially. So declutter your life. Let go of negative correspondence, objects, or people that you no longer want. Someone may hurt your feelings, yeah, and reveal a new side of themselves that you may also wish to avoid. I'm saying somebody may really show themselves to be like, oh, really? Yeah, you may be very surprised, not always in a good way, right, by something or someone. And if this is already something that you know about, if it's already something that you're aware of, you may just say, you know what, my door isn't open anymore to you, you know. And that's tough for Libras, I know, because you guys are very accommodating, you're very open, you're very friendly. You really don't like it when people are mean or negative to you. You really don't. And it can be very hard for you to just cut yourself off from someone. Very much. All right. Scorpio. Happy Scorpio moon tonight. Perfect for our Friday the 13th. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you are having a wonderful evening here, Scorpio. This is going to be your love messages for the week ahead. We are going to take a peek at what Spirit is going to share with us. This can be for anyone. These are general readings, so this could be for singles, couples, those in separation or in long distance. And Scorpio, if this does not resonate with you, please check the placements in the rest of your personal natal chart. You can watch the readings that go along with those signs to get more messages out of these. So, dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please let's see what we have for Scorpio in love and romance for their week ahead, please. Oof. That's intense. We've got the card of heaven. So to me, this is ascending to a higher level. You know, this feels like really tuning in to spiritual guidance, spiritual directives, and really maybe connecting very strongly with your spirit guides, angels, ancestors, and passed on loved ones. They may be actually giving you quite a lot of assistance or guidance or messages about your love and relationship life this week. Very, very nice. Let's get into some tarot here. This also could be for Scorpios that are in something already and things are going pretty well. Could be that heavenly feeling in love. Yes. All right, let's get 3 please for Scorpio. Wow, guys. I do feel like you're going to be getting some assistance. My goodness. For some of you, you may be really deciding, should I continue to ponder or focus on this one person? Especially if it's somebody that hasn't been reciprocating your energy, right? If it's somebody that hasn't been giving back to you. Because the 4 of Cups to me is a card of contemplation, sometimes of procrastination, right? You know, where you're really just so focused on either one person or one situation. And if this person keeps standing you up, or they keep telling you, yeah, I'm going to call you, yes, I'm going to be there, and then they never are, you might be getting tapped on the shoulder. Yeah, there's your heavenly guidance, your spiritual guidance. And they're saying, Scorpio, There's better for you out there. There's someone that's going to return your passionate, emotions and feelings so much more than maybe the one that you've been so focused on down here. So you may want to look up, you may want to look up, Scorpio, because we know that when you get really attentive, to someone or something, it's very hard for you to get off of it, because Scorpios have laser focus. They just get attached to something and they can't see what else is coming in around them, because they can get so, laser like on one person or one thing. And the second card is the Queen of Swords. So I do feel there could be an energy of letting someone go or cutting someone out that needs to be released, right? Because this is, Libra energy. The Queen of Swords is not afraid to, remove people from her life or from her, world that are not bringing in good energies or positivity to her. Yeah. Going into the future, we have the Six of Pentacles here. So this is why I feel like you're receiving some kind of assistance when it comes to love and romance this week. You might be getting some good advice, some kind of good energy. The good that you do comes back to you with this card. And I also do feel, Scorpio, you are really working hard on determining what's fair and balanced for you in your love life this week, because all of these cards, they really work together quite amazingly. This to me, it's like, is someone giving me back the energy that I deserve? Is someone, returning my affections or my feelings? If not, we've got the Queen of Swords coming in and saying, need to cut that one out of my life because they're not giving me the love and respect that I know I'm worthy of. And the Six of Pentacles has a very similar Libran energy, where it's all about that equal give and take, equal reciprocity, right? And so I just feel that this is definitely a week where you're really saying, is there balance? Is there equal give and take in my relationship? Is there an equal energetic exchange? And on the bottom, we have the Hermit card. So I do feel like you might be really a little less social this week, a little bit more introverted and introspective, but I don't think that's going to last forever. And I really do, because of that Heaven card. It is really time, man. I mean, you are reaching out to your spirit guides. They are reaching back to you. And I feel like you're going to know what to do. You're going to know what to do, because you're really weighing. You're weighing some choices this week. It's very Libra-like, actually. There's a lot of Libra energy coming into your read this week, Scorpio. So you may be really saying, should I stay or should I go with this one? Should I let this one go, or should I move into something new? Something that's more balanced, something that's more equal, right? Relationships, they're not a tit for tat. It's not like, oh, you did this for me, now I do this. It's just, when the flow is there, right? Because you can just feel it. You don't have to, make notes about it. It's it just is there or not. Let's get an affirmation, please, for our Scorpios. And we have friendship coming in. A lot of these cards do deal with that. And I'm telling you, friendship is part of our love life. Your friends need your help. Your kindness and excellent counseling skills will help put them back on track, And to me, yet again, we've got that Six of Pentacles. I feel like you are giving help to other people, right? Because this is you helping others, them helping you. Real friends and real good love situations have an equal give and take. Those are the best. Those are the best. You'll know it, Scorpio. You just got to do a little bit of contemplation and reflection on that this week. Good read. That was good. I mean, it's very, very clear. All right. All right, Sagittarius. I hope you guys are doing great out there this evening. Hope you are enjoying the last week of our Leo season here, this fire sign season. We will be going, actually, after this weekend, around about Monday, we'll be going into the moon in the sign of Sagittarius for this week. So we will be enjoying some of your energy coming up. Sagittarius, these are going to be your love and romance messages for the week ahead. These are going to be general and can apply to anyone, whether you're single, coupled, in separation, or a long distance relationship. So take them as they resonate to you. If they don't resonate with you, do check the signs in your personal chart. You'll get more information by watching the readings that go along with things like your moon sign, your Venus sign, etc. So dear angels, divine beings of light, and ancestors, let's see what we have for our beautiful Sagittarians. Let's see what comes through for them for love and romance for this week ahead. Nice card. Yes. Forgiveness is part of your love life this week. So Sagittarius, it might be time to either forgive someone or ask for forgiveness from someone. You know, working on letting bygones be bygones. If there's something you've been struggling with back and forth with someone, it's really saying it may be time to just truly let that go, right? And if it's meant to be and it's meant to heal and it's meant to come together and work out, then it will. Sometimes forgiveness is simply for closure and your own heart healing. So take that as it resonates to your week ahead. So let's go ahead and dig into some tarot for our Sagittarians. Ooh, very nice. Oh my goodness. Yeah, big changes here this week, Sagittarius. I would say we're starting out with our Queen of Pentacles. Very strong Capricorn energy, also Virgo and Taurus on this, a very earth sign person. But I really feel that this week has to do with, you know, some personal boundaries. And it could be financial boundaries even, especially if you're the one that maybe somebody is always coming to for financial aid, always asking for money, always asking for help. And you might be starting to say, what am I really about to you? Am I just there for that? Or do you just, you know, what is it that you truly want with me? Sometimes this is also saying that you're going to be working very hard this week. Like work has a lot to do with your love life right now. Queen of Pentacles is also a very abundant queen. She is a very similar energy to the Empress card in the Major Arcana. So this can also be a week where you're really working to create good outcomes in all of your relationships. Next up is our King of Cups. Very strong Cancer energy. I feel that this for you, Sagittarius, is really bringing through an energy of wanting to make good decisions both with your head and with your heart, because this is like laying down some guidelines when it comes to finances, money, resources, all of that, you know, the things that you create. The King of Cups is really, yes, making good decisions with your emotions, who to trust, who to invest your time and emotions into. The King of Cups in general is a very strong, solid figure, right? So this could be somebody as well in your life. If this is someone in your life, they're really bringing you a lot of good things, right? They have this balance of both love, sensitivity, emotion, spirituality, but also that practicality and balance and stability within or without. This could be you that's bringing these energies in, or it could be your person. So take that as it resonates to you. Could be dealing very strongly with a Capricorn or a Cancer this week. The 10 of Swords here, guys. So this came up, you know, with that forgiveness card. To me, the 10 of Swords is a difficult cycle that is being completed, something that's been very challenging, trying times. And I really feel like you're letting that go this week, right? There's a real forgiveness. There's a real lightening of your burdens here. If you've been in pain, if you've been hurting, if you've been feeling like somebody betrayed me, somebody stabbed me in the back, somebody just didn't do me right, you're choosing to either leave the pain of that behind and really embrace that forgiveness, or you're ready to just leave it behind altogether, because what you're really looking for is this, right? Good decisions, good healthy boundaries, and people that you can trust in those emotional situations. These are also great cards for like seeking counseling or seeking, you know, good advice from someone that's very helpful to you. So hang on there, Sagittarius. This could be a bit of an intense week in love. And I feel like if it's meant to be, it will work out. But it's time to, you know, forgive yourself, forgive them, maybe seek forgiveness from them for yourself as well. There could be an equal give and take of that going on. Let's get an affirmation for you. Oop, both of these wanted to come out. So we're going to take them both. You get two. You get two this week. Planning and romance, right? So planning, the time is now to lay down the foundations for your future. Financial gains are more than likely, right? And I do feel that with our Queen of Pentacles. She is definitely a planner. She likes to have a good foundation and financial stability. And then our romance card, love is set to sizzle. The chance for romance is high for those who are seeking a connection. There it is with the King of Cups, right? This is really seeking that good romantic, intuitive connection. So if forgiveness and, you know, letting old mistakes or miscommunications go is all it takes to get there, then do it. Absolutely. We also had that number 11. Got that little twin flame number on that forgiveness card. So you might be clearing something with a soulmate. You might be doing that this week, Sagittarius. All right, let's get into Capricorn. Oh, my Capricorns are all doing great out there this week. This is going to be your love and romance messages for the week ahead, Capricorn. You do have a lot of good energy because all that Virgo energy, we've got Venus, Mars, and Mercury all starting out our week, all in earth signs. So that's very positive and very uplifting. Gives you a lot of good support. You may feel like things are starting to move in a positive direction. So Capricorn, these are going to be general readings. So however they resonate with you, whether you're single, coupled, in separation, or a long distance relationship, take it as it applies to you. And if this does not resonate with you, be sure to check the placements of your personal natal chart. You will get more out of any general readings you watch by also watching your Venus sign, moon sign, rising, etc. So dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, let's see what we have, please, for our beautiful Capricorns out there for their love and romance messages coming up this week. Anything they need to know, please. Ooh, Capricorn, those reunions are very possible this week. Oh my goodness, this is either somebody you haven't seen in a long time coming back into your life very strongly. Somebody that wants a reconciliation with you is possible this week. You may meet somebody at a family or school reunion type of setting. Stay open to the energy of reunion and reconciliation. Very, very strongly aspected. All right, Capricorn, let's get into your tarot for the week. Let's see what you are bringing through. Wow, somebody that's definitely a reconciliation kind of week. Oh my goodness, Capricorn. Knight of Swords coming in. So strong air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This can be somebody who's got a lot on their mind. They may have a lot to say to you. Oh my goodness. And they may be a bit nervous to say it, right? They may be kind of like, oh my God, I haven't talked to Capricorn in forever, or I really haven't been very communicative with them lately. I've got so much to say, maybe so much to apologize for or account for. So Capricorn, if they kind of come in like really kind of rough and restless, just be a little patient with them because their energy, they might be kind of like, oh my God, Capricorn, will you really listen to me? Like they might be really, really nervous to talk to you, but they got a lot to say. Two of Wands, because They really want a new start. They want to explore what's going to be in the future for you two. The Two of Wands many times is a couple starting out, you know, a new journey in life, right? Really doing that together. For a singles reading, you know, if you're single Capricorn, this may be really you kind of saying, you know, I want to open some new doors. I actually don't want to be single anymore. I might actually start wanting to date or wanting to talk to more people or trying my hand at online dating or something in order to bring in a new partner, because, you know, this is an Aries energy. Two of Wands is always about new doors opening, new opportunities representing themselves. And many times, yeah, in our relationships, it's somebody saying, let's go to the next level. Let's start something new, whether it's business, work, home, travel, etc. But boy, look at that. We got our Six of Cups coming in there. That's our huge reunion card, Capricorn. And you got that reunion card in the Oracle to start out your reading. So absolutely, Six of Cups is all about people coming back in, wanting a second chance. You may be coming back in, wanting a second chance. There may be somebody from your past that you just can't stop thinking about, someone you feel very connected with, and vice versa. So I do feel there's a lot of healing that can go on this week. Whether it means that you'll actually get back together with this person, or if it means that you just review it and you go, no, I'm ready to really let that one go. Six of Cups as always can also be that big inner child work. So some of the issues that you're having, you know, in love or romance could also root back to your childhood, their childhood, and really healing those inner issues will go a long way to healing your current relationship with them. Four of Pentacles on the bottom, Capricorn. So you may be a little bit on the fence. You may be kind of like, you know, I just open my heart up to this person or not. But you know, I feel like if this is someone you haven't seen in a while and they're coming back in a big way into your life, you never really let go of them. You've been kind of holding on to them in that heart space. And they got a lot to say. They got a lot to say. Could be very unexpected. Could be some unexpected emails or phone calls this week. Let's get into an affirmation for Capricorn, please. Signs. Oh, yes. There's going to be some freaking signs. Your future positive direction will reveal itself. Any doubts and confusions will soon disappear. Oh my goodness, Capricorn. I feel like if you've been kind of questioning back and forth about, is there a future with this person, you're going to find out. Anything that was confusing or fuzzy, you won't have that this week. It's going to get cleared up. Wow. Nice read. Very nice. Especially for those that are craving a reconciliation, reunion, or just kind of a coming back together, you know, in love. It's a real nice feeling. They can't forget about you, Capricorn. No one really does. Capricorn's always the one that got away for the people that don't get with us. It's just kind of the truth. My goats know that's true. Yeah. You get those people coming back around going, you know what? I blew it with Capricorn. I don't really want them back. Because goats are good. Goats are solid. All right, Aquarius. Let's see how my Aquarianuses are out there, all my fabulous little water bearers, my crazy innovators, radicals, revolutionaries. There you are. All right, Aquarius. This is going to be your weekly love and romance messages coming up. This is going to be for anyone, whether you're single, coupled, in separation, or in a long-distance relationship. Take it as it resonates to your personal situation. And if this does not resonate with you, Aquarius, be sure to check the rest of your personal placements, things like your moon, sun, rising, and Venus. Those are going to give you even more messages to go on when you're watching general readings. So, dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what you have for our fabulous Aquarius folks this week coming up in love and relationships. I think some really good stuff is coming up for Aquarius. I really do. I really do. And it's because part of it is because we're going to start moving into Libra energy. Venus going into Libra is very positive for Aquarius. It's a fellow air sign, so it just helps things flow so much easier. And interestingly enough, you're getting the forgiveness card. So I do feel that there is, you know, it's like it's time to let bygones be bygones, Aquarius. You may need forgiveness from someone. They may need forgiveness from you. Back and forth, right? It may be very much a back and forth. So Aquarius, be open. If there's somebody, you know, asking for forgiveness, give it to them if you can, right? If you can't, it may be time to really reevaluate the relationship. But I do feel that energy of forgiveness is so powerful. It really, really is. Whether it's somebody from your past, somebody you're currently involved with. And I flipped that over. I hadn't done that for the rest of the reads, but I saw marriage on the underside. So it definitely, for some of you, could have to do with marriage, have to do with, you know, taking things to that next level of commitment. And part of it is just saying, you know what, we might have gone through some big challenges in the past, but it's time to let the past be the past, right? It's time to forgive those old, you know, pains or problems or wounds or hurts. Those are in the past. Let's take it to the next level of commitment. Let's do that because we've been through some stuff. We've been through some challenges. We've gotten through them. Let's forgive each other and move on. Very nice. Let's get into the tarot. 3, please, for our Aquarius folks. Wow. Wow, guys. What a nice week. Ooh, if you and your honey, your significant other, find that forgiveness and compassion with each other, I feel like it's gonna go to the next level. Oh my goodness, it really will. We've got the Ace of Swords coming through. This is a beautiful card of personal victory, success, mental clarity, and understanding. So I feel like a great victory is on track for you. And especially with this Ace of Swords, to me, it cuts through all the confusion, the cloudiness, the things that maybe kept you feeling separate from your love interest. And I just feel like it's a very powerful card for you, Aquarius, because it is the air element. The swords are the air element. You're an air sign. So I just feel like it really taps right in to your energy. It feels like a very personal victory in your relationship life and in communication in general. Like, because with Aquarius, it's a meeting of the minds. It really is. And look at that. We're bringing in our magician. So I feel like, you know, this really gives birth to like a whole new life, even if this is someone you've been involved with for a long time, right? I feel like communication just improves dramatically. The magician is ruled by Mercury, which is our planet of communication. And so I feel like you're really coming together here. If you're single, I feel like your mind is getting so clear. Like you're forgiving your past, you're forgiving yourself, you're moving forward into a place where you're really going to powerfully manifest greater love, greater connections into your life. The magician is very much that card of believing in yourself. It's like if you believe that you can do it, right? It's like you've got everything that you need to create this new, better life. And look at what we've got, Aquarius. The 4 of Wands. There it is. Our beautiful card of twin flames and soulmates. And the 4 of Wands is also a huge card for homecomings, building a home with someone, creating that stability, happiness in a homecoming. What a beautiful week ahead. Oh my goodness. And on the bottom, we had the Page of Cups. To me, this is a forgiveness card. This is someone either calling you up or you calling them up and saying, I messed up. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry I either said that, did that. Can we get things back on a good track? Because I'm really feeling for you. This is emotional communication. And to me, it just taps straight in to that forgiveness. Absolutely, Aquarius. This is a week of forgiving yourself, forgiving your sweetheart. When you do that, look at that. The marriage card, the Ace of Swords, the Magician, the 4 of Wands just pours right out of this. It's like you start to manifest things on a higher level of commitment, living together, that feeling of home and soul connection. It's so beautiful. Let's get an affirmation on this for Aquarius, please. Ooh, and it's passionate too, Aquarius. It's not all just about meeting the mind. Sexuality is coming in here. Existing relationships could find new passion and heightened attraction. Opportunities for marriage. Yeah, I mean, that marriage card was there on the flip side. Good family life or strong. If single, be careful of temptations that could lead to trouble, right? So just watch the new people coming in your life. If you have children in your life, that can also bring great joy at this time. Very nice reading. Wow. These have been so good tonight, y'all. I feel like we're in a good energy. We're in a good energy. All right. Coming to the end of our list, we are on Pisces now. I hope my fishies are doing great out there. Hope you are all doing awesome. We're going to be doing your love and romance messages for the week ahead, Pisces. These are going to be general. They won't resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, you may want to check the placements of your personal natal chart. Get the readings that go with the other signs that you have. Things like your Venus sign, your moon sign, etc. And Pisces, these are going to be for anyone, whether you are single, coupled, in separation, or a long-distance situation. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what you have for our beautiful Pisces in the realm of love and relationships. Let's see what we have for Pisces. Nice. I'm really loving these reads tonight. We've got the card of Paradise, Pisces. So right now, you may be going to the next level in a relationship. It might be a time out to go to somewhere beautiful, to give yourself some downtime and some relaxation. If you're single, you might want to do this yourself. You might end up meeting someone special in a very nice location, or even just your local park. Anywhere that makes you feel relaxed and just gives you that happy sigh, like that just, you know, that's where I want my Pisces to be this week. It could also say for those of you that are in a relationship already that it is going to that paradisical level. Let's get into your tarot for the week, Pisces. Nice, nice, nice energy. Oh, yeah. What do you wish for? Look at that, the Nine of Cups. So Pisces, this is about wishes coming true, dreams becoming reality, magical time of life. You know, we just came through that Lion's Gate portal over this last weekend, and I just feel like we're in a period of time where it's important for us, because this, to me, this is like such a Pisces feeling card. Nine of Cups, because it's like what you wish for, what you dream, what you imagine. It's time to put that into reality, right? It's good fortune and faith that all will turn out well. And look at the cycles of life turning for you. There's that World card. One cycle ending, a new cycle beginning. The World card is, to me, like a completion of some big lessons, some big cycles coming full circle. And here we go. Three of Pentacles. I'm saying this thing about paradise. I feel like, you know, part of that might be working together with other people to create something that's very positive and very powerful for the world at large. And I feel like a lot of my Pisces, you might be meeting people kind of on the job or in your workspace, because the world energy is a Saturn rulership. It's very Capricorn. And our Three of Pentacles is also very earthy. It's very Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, right? And so I feel like this is the wishes, the hopes, and the dreams. These are the cards of putting them into manifestation. So I would definitely, you know, if there's like a community art space, or if there's somewhere that, you know, people come together to create, if there's beautiful places or spaces, parks, gardens, those are where I'd put myself, Pisces, this week. It's going to be just good for you within and without. If you're single, this is where you might be meeting some special people or connecting with people that lead you to some special people. And if you're in a relationship already, this is just going to give you such a good feeling of like, it's just sensual and earthy, and it just creates something very positive between you two. On the bottom, we have the Wise Counselor card. It is the Hierophant card. It's Taurus energy. There's some more earthy, grounded, nice stability, and I feel like it's very devoted as well. Again, Taurus gets you out into the garden, gets your feet on Mother Earth, and really gets you nice and grounded. And it's very Venus energy too. It's very Venus energy, that Earth Mother, that Empress, right? Very nice read. So let's get an affirmation, please, for our Pisces folks. Love life. Oh, yeah. It is a loving week. I'll tell you. Affairs of the heart could cause problems, but take heart as difficult situations will be resolved by good decisions this week. So even if you're going through some ups and downs and some rough patches, Pisces, things are going to start to calm down. They're going to start to resolve. I really feel that. If you're in a situation where you're in a relationship and things have been kind of touchy, or you've had a miscommunication or argument or something, let's go to the park, hon. Let's go to the gardens. Let's take a walk. Let's chill. Let's have a picnic. I mean, that's, you know, that's going to go a long way. That's going to go a long way towards putting things back on a good footing. And it's also, to me, it's time to work together. Three of Pentacles, no matter how you apply it, is working together. It's people coming together to create something better in the world. Such nice readings tonight, guys. These were they were really pretty positive. Even the challenging ones were positive. Oh my goodness. Thank you everyone for your donations and hanging out through all of our general reads. These were really good tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and we'll open up the chat for personal questions. I'm probably going to take a quick bathroom and water break. Oh, you're welcome, everyone. Thank you. And we can go ahead. I know somebody signed up through PayPal. I know somebody did, but I'm not sure who's number one on our list tonight. I know HW was here, and she had donated previously for a reading, but I think she might have already taken off for the evening. I think she was tired and had to go, so we may bump her to the next one. That's fine. Oh, she's still here. Good. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and put her in. HW. Number 2 is Light Seeker. And we have, yay, Transformation Queen is back. Good to see her too. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm going to take just a quick break. I'm going to check my PayPal account, make sure everything's cool on that end, and I will be right back, and we'll start. guys. So I've got, let's see, there were 2 donations. Hey there, Nixie, good to see you. There were 2 donations on my PayPal. One of them was Tiffany. I think that's Transformation Queen. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then the other one was from a gal, I think it was Carrie Tennant, but it was for $7. Yeah. So it's a $10 minimum. So if you can just add like another $3 to that, that would do it. Hey, sorry to be picky. It's like I have to keep it standard for everyone. Yeah, I've got you. I've got you, Transformation Queen. So, HW, you are first in the list. So whenever you want to type in your question, you can go ahead and do that. I'm gonna grab a deck for affirmations too, because I always like to do affirmations. Oh, I'll make this deck. This one doesn't like to open too easy though. Yeah, it's been a little while since I saw you, Nixie. I hope you've been doing good. Gemini Sun, Taurus Rising. Okay. So just let me know, HW, if you have a specific question or you just want me to pull a general reading. I can do either one. I can do specifics, like if you have a love question, career question, etc. Or if you just want a general reading, we'll see just whatever comes out, what your, what they want you to know the most. Okay, cool. Always works for me, guys. I love general readings. I do. Like, that's usually what I ask for if I get someone to do mine. I'm like, just show me what they want me to know, because, it's like I don't try to direct it too much. All right. All right, HW. Dear angels, dear ancestors, dear guardians, please show us what she most needs to know for her highest good. I'm assuming it's a her. Correct me if I'm wrong, HW. Just whatever needs to come out the most, whatever advice, suggestions, etc. I'm going to start with one oracle card for your personal current energy. Ooh, very nice. So right now, your current card is wisdom, really doing the deep dive, seeking inner wisdom, seeking inner understanding. Can't help but feel like there's a lot of Pisces energy in this particular card with the mermaid and the fish and the ocean. I feel like you're really in that deep dive, like you're really seeking like higher truth, higher learning, higher wisdom and knowledge, awareness, understanding, maybe growing in maturity, right? You know, growing in awareness, understanding. It's like just really kind of leveling up. Because when I think of wisdom, I think of, you know, lessons learned and things, you know, challenges overcome. That's always what I think of when I think of wisdom. Um, Sort of like having wisdom beyond your years, right? You know. So let's get some tarot. We're going to do a little past, present, future spread to start out. Wow. Nice cards. Really nice cards. So I do feel like, yeah, in the immediate past, we've got that Page of Cups. So I feel like, you know, this could be a couple different things. It definitely is that spiritual communication because pages are always communicators and message bringers. And the cups are the realm of emotion and spirit and the inner consciousness. So you may feel like you're really, you know, trying to get more in touch with spirit, with the divine, with your angelic guides. When it comes to personal relationships, this is definitely a card of loving communication and messages, forgiveness, compassion, and understanding. Very, very, very nice card. And also, check out the mermaid in this, right? You got this mermaid energy going on in your read tonight, HW. Yeah. I don't know if you've got any Pisces in your chart, but it sure is. You know, I feel like this Pisces energy is coming through for you. Six of Pentacles. And yeah, being really balanced in your heart and your soul. I feel like, you know, you take things with a grain of practicality, which is nice. Oh, your Jupiter Pisces. That's big. Yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense, you know, because Jupiter is the great expander. And so, whatever sign our Jupiter's in, we super feel it. Like, we really feel it because Jupiter has a big, big influence, right? It's expansive. And so, I feel like people with Jupiter and Pisces, they're very spiritual, they're very intuitive, very musical, and creative, right? But I do feel because, you know, you do have some nice earthy influence in your chart as well. And this, the Six of Pentacles, is Libra and Taurus energy. It really is that equal give and take. So I feel like, you know how to be spiritual while also staying nice and grounded in the earth. And that's very much what you're coming from. You're really coming from that space. And in your personal relationships, you're really looking for equal reciprocity. No matter how like romantically or spiritually connected you may feel to them, it's like you really want this nice equal give and take and a feeling that there's, you know, a level of security, stability around those relationships. Very important to you. In the center, your present energy is the Magician, and the Magician is a Gemini power card. It's also a Virgo power card because it is ruled by Mercury, your ruling planet. So I do feel like you are very empowered at this point in time. I feel like you're kind of in this energy of starting new things, though, because to me, the Magician is an initiator. It's the number one card in the tarot. So it is very much about, you know, you've got all the tools, you've got the ability, you've got what it takes to manifest something new. It's creating that alchemy. It's very much that, like, if you believe in yourself, right, you can do it. It's really not letting yourself get discouraged by any old setbacks or anything from the past. It's like, nope, you're on a new track now. Yeah, I feel like it's a track of, you know, spiritual wisdom and understanding. This is very much what it feels like to me. And the Empress, look at this, look at this. Oh my gosh. Super creative, super abundant and flourishing. It's time to be planting your metaphorical or literal garden. Because the Empress is such a great card. These two together are like, let's make some magic. Let's manifest some real world stuff. It's like, not only are you thinking about it and talking about it, it's like you're actually doing it too. Gemini power card, Taurus and Libra power card. Hello. You just said, you know, Gemini and Taurus in that chart. So there they are right now. I feel like you're very much in your personal power. You're in your personal energy and element. It's very nice. Going into the immediate future, we have the Four of Wands. So I feel like what you're really kind of manifesting and working on bringing into your life is a greater sense of stability, structure, home balance, having a home environment that you're very happy in. And as a result, this could bring in, you know, that soulmate, that twin flame, that, you know, life partner that just feels really great, you know, that just, you know, both of you very stable, very happy in this environment. So these are great cards. These really are. Look at you go. Oh my gosh. You're such a... Look at this Empress energy with this Queen of Pentacles. I just feel like, yeah, I just feel like you're manifesting so much right now and in the future. Because Queen of Pentacles is like a minor arcana empress. Like, she's also got that thing. She's my little bunny rabbit queen. My little Capricorn queen. You know, she's abundance, flourishing, knows how to, you know, run a business, has good boundaries in her financial life. You might be making some wise investments too in the future, you know, especially like around a home or where you want to live, something that impacts, you know, your family and home life and your roots. Let's get a suggested approach, a little advice. But with cards like these, I'm like, just keep going. Just keep going. Like, don't stop. Whatever you're doing is working. Suggested approach. Wow. Be careful who you let in your inner circle. Like, be, you know, very discerning about that with the Queen of Swords. Like, no nasty negative energy vampires or narcissists. No icky people. No. Anybody that you feel like is there just to take advantage of you or isn't, you know, right in your energy, or if you know people like that that kind of tend to drag you down, this is like, kick them out to the curb, because the Queen of Swords, she's pretty badass. She doesn't put up with any funny business. This is somebody that's, you know, very focused in a way on their career, focused on what they're doing, focused on their personal balance and harmony. Yeah, and they're not going to let somebody jeopardize that. So that's why she's such a very powerful card. She's like, everything's good, my garden's beautiful, everything's chill, but, you know, if somebody comes in here trying to wreck my peace, I'll pull the sword out on them. You have a lot of Libra energy in this read. Lots. Because the Empress, the Six of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords are all strong Libra energy. So I feel like, you know, balance, harmony, peace, diplomacy, they're all very important to you. And you've also got, you know, a lot of this earthy energy like the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, and the manifester kind of energy with the Magician. It's really nice. Wow, yeah. Oh, I'm telling you, you're going to protect your home. You're going to protect what it is that you're building, because the Four of Wands is coming out here a second time. And I'll also say that, you know, if you're in a love relationship, or if you get into a love relationship, you're going to protect that too at all costs. Like, if somebody comes around messing with you, or your home, or your family, or your sweetheart is like, boom, you won't put up with it. Not at all. Like, you're working hard. You're working hard now and in the future to create this peace, this happiness. And I feel like once you've got it, it's like, It's like Gandalf, you shall not pass. Boom. You know, it's like you are not gonna let in any ne'er-do-wells into your life. No scoundrels. No troublemakers. You're very, very protective of your personal peace. And boy, here comes some more. Potential outcome. Look, we've got the King to the Queen. We had the Queen of Pentacles. Now we got the King of Pentacles. So I feel like love is very possible. If you're not already in it, I feel like you will be. I feel like you're going to meet really good partners, both in love and in work. Both, you know, because that King of Pentacles is our Taurus energy. It's, you know, working hard to enjoy what it has, making good decisions in finances. I do feel like you're very focused on home. You're focused on money and building things up. Yeah, so you've been married a long time. I mean, you've got very, very strong cards. You've got very strong relationship cards here. And I feel like whatever you're doing in that relationship is like you're really working it out. Like you want things to be good and solid and happy and strong. Yeah. Whew. Page of Wands, yeah. You might be investing even in something new here. Yeah, because the Page of Wands is just fresh, happy, bold, new energy. For some people, this can be like a new child, a new pet, you know. It brings that happy, like joyful, childlike, fun energy into life, right? It doesn't have to be a new kid. But for some people it can be, right? Or a new pet, or, you know, just some like little happy thing that just makes you feel good. These are great cards. I mean, like, these are just so strong. These are real strong. Let's get an affirmation on this for you. Yeah, she says no more kids for me. Then in that case, this could be you getting to feel like a kid again, right? It's like, I've worked hard. I've done the stuff. Now it's time for me, yeah, to enjoy life. Because the Page of Wands can either be like advent of a child, a new pet, or just, you know, you feeling like a kid again, right? It's like having a lightness of spirit, having, you know, just a little more fun, a little less heaviness, right? Bringing that spontaneity and vitality back. That's usually what it is, usually. But I always put out the kid energy in case people don't want a kid. I'm like, yeah, Page of Wands shows up. If you don't want a kid, you need to be careful. Because honestly, King of Wands, that's some fertile energy with the Page. King of Pentacles with the Page of Wands. That's some fertile soil there. Oh, goodness. All right, so your affirmation card is surrender your battles. The angels are asking you to hold your peace and surrender whatever battles or struggles you have to them, right? So anything that might be, you know, concerning you, worrying you, don't let it get you. Don't let it get you too upset. And also on the bottom, we had the card of new beginnings, which I definitely get a sense that there's some new beginnings. Something new begins today, and so embrace the possibilities. I just feel like you're working on something new. And it feels very much like it has to do with home, finance, either building, purchasing, renovating home, whatever that is. It's like really creating like this ultimate like happy nest for yourself, right? I just feel like you're really you're coming into like a lot of your own empowered energy, and you're feeling a lot more creative, a lot more spiritually connected. This is just so nice. Very good cards. I always love it when a lot of good stuff comes through. It's always a good feeling. Yup. Yeah, yeah. And you know, the other thing that's really cool about this HW is that next year will be your Jupiter return. Jupiter cycles around every 12 years. And if you were born with Jupiter in Pisces, next year will be a Jupiter return year for you. So you will be having like a big expansion of your spirit, more doors of opportunity opening, all of that. So it's like you're getting close to a lot of like big new energy, planetary wise, astrology wise. Yeah. Hey Cynthia, good to see you. Yeah, I do have still openings if you want to jump into the list. I did get your email as well. I just haven't had time. I've got so much going on here. I haven't even told everyone how much I've got going on here. Oh. Hey Silver Star, sure. Yeah, I've got let's see. It will be, I think Light Seeker is next, then Transformation Queen. Silver Star just jumped in. So Cynthia, you'd be after Silver Star, if that's okay. Oh, good night, Carmela. Have a good evening. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate you. So yeah, Cynthia, you would be 4th in my current list because I'm about to do, I think, Light Seeker, if she's still here. Light Seeker, if you are in the chat, just go ahead and type in your question for me so I can go ahead and do your reading. After her is Transformation Queen. Number 4 is Silver Star, and so number 5 you would be Cynthia for the night. General love reading, Sun, Cancer, Scorpio, Venus, Virgo. Okay, sounds good, hun. Let me tap these cards out too just a little bit, guys. Clear the energy. I always like to do that between reads. Oh, sure, Cynthia, if you just, or if you want, you know, if you donate tonight, I can bump you to another read on another evening, or if you just want to come back, I'll be back in again on Sunday night. I came in, it's funny, I came in on Wednesday night to do personal readings and it was just dead. Like there was nobody around. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go. Oh my goodness. I'll try to jump in and, well, we'll see. We'll see, Silver Star. If she's still here after Transformation Queen, we can do her then. We'll see. We'll see how the timing goes. All right. Okay, Light Seeker, we're going to start out with you. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, please give us whatever messages you have for our Light Seeker in the chat. We're a love and relationship reading. Let's see what energies are coming up for her, please. Alright, so the main card on the top that's coming off is potential. So this may be about somebody you've either just met or somebody that you have yet to meet in the future because it has this potential energy behind it. This card also to me many times kind of says there may be more to the situation than you know because there is that feeling of, you know, the power source is a little bit obscured at the moment. So it has potential, but not yet completely revealed. Let's get into some tarot here. We'll start out with a past, present, future layout. Wow. It's pretty strong. I will say it is pretty strong here. Coming in from the immediate past here, Lightseeker, we have got the Ace of Cups. So you tell me. I feel like either this is somebody that you've already met, or some kind of connection that feels extremely strong to you. But you may be a little confused about what exactly it is, right? Because it is those cups, and that can be a little bit confusing, a little bit misty. But to me, this is a great card. This is like a real big gift from Spirit, a really big spiritual and emotional gift coming in. That's what that card is. Let's get a clarifier on this. What is this all about? If it's not about a specific person here, Lightseeker, I feel like this is really like your heart opening up. Like Spirit really opening your heart and your soul up to the potential of love, you know? Wow. Wow. Holy cow. Who's in your life, Lightseeker? Oh my goodness. 10 of Cups on top of the Ace of Cups? That's big. That's big heart and soul energy. My goodness. Those cards don't get a whole lot better in a love reading. If this is someone you've already met, this could feel like just a huge soulmate connection. Huge. If it's someone you haven't met yet, you may feel like they're about to be in your life or they're coming, right? Sometimes we can feel that. Like before a soulmate appears, like we just kind of feel them. We kind of know. That's amazing. So current energy is renewal. This is the Judgment card. And the Judgment card to me is about resurrections, phoenix from the ashes. I mean, this could be someone coming back into your life. This could be somebody saying, I want a reconciliation. I want to talk. I want to heal things. Sometimes it's just for closure. Sometimes it's for like going forward with it. But overall, what I feel for you personally is that you are sort of in this resurrection place. Like, I feel like you've been through the death energy, right? Because that's what precedes this. Both of them have that Scorpio energy on them, the death card and the Judgment card. This is ruled by Pluto, which is Scorpio's ruler, whereas the death card is just the pure Scorpio rulership. So that's why this is sort of like after the death, after the transformation, after those cycles, there's really big changes. It's like, I feel like you're in this resurrection kind of energy, right? It's like you've got clarity on where you want to go. You're able to review the past with compassion and forgiveness, and see, you know, the path a lot more clearly now. Let's get into a clarifier on renewal. Aha. Queen of Pentacles. I do feel like this has a lot to do with what you're manifesting and how your stability is. I feel like, you know, whatever you went through may have impacted you financially quite a bit, right? You know, and you may feel like right now you're putting down all new roots, right? You're resurrecting maybe even some dreams or goals for your career life or for the things you've wanted to manifest or bring into being. Queen of Pentacles is just my little bunny rabbit queen. You know, bunnies are a symbol of abundance, prosperity, magic, transformation. And so to me, this is also putting down some good boundaries around yourself. You know, what you'll give, what you won't. Very important. Very important. You know, because it's like those cards in the immediate past are so good. That Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups, the only thing you could say about those that could be negative at all is that maybe you've given too much in love, right? Because that's very generous. It's very open-hearted. It's very Pisces, right? It's just like gives and gives and gives and doesn't always think of itself until it doesn't have anything left. So that's something to keep in mind. But going into the future, we have the Lovers card. That's what I mean. This is like super, super loving energy. You wanted a love read, and it's here. And I do feel like, love will make more sense going into the future. I feel like the big key factor, though, is always going to be communication. Because the Lovers is a Gemini card, it's ruled by the sign of Gemini. And Gemini's the big communicator. So it's really about getting good clarity, getting good communication, making agreements and decisions as a team. It's very important with the Lovers, right? It's also a lot of heart healing, I love this deck, Archangel Raphael in the Lovers card, which is an angel of healing. And the High Priestess. So it's about intuitive communication, right? You've got to speak from the heart, make decisions from the heart and soul, and really be objective about who and what is right and good for you. I feel like you're very loving, and you really, you're very swayed by those soul connections. And you may have, like you said you've got new and old, and you may have more than one. Almost everyone does, right? It's just a matter of whether we are open to them or not. If we're in a relationship, when we're happy and things are going good, it's like that's the way it'll stay. But if we're not, we can make space for more people to come in. So let's get a suggested approach on this. Love is in the air. I'm telling you, you want a love reading. You got to connect. You got to talk. You got to heal. Got to forgive. Got to open up. Yeah. If there's something old that you need closure about, you got to get it. If there's someone new that you feel connected to, you've got to put the energy and the information out there. Two of Cups is very strong. Very, very strong for soulmates, falling in love, forgiveness, moving past challenges. I feel like too, with the Two of Cups, the symbology in tarot is always very important. And I feel like what this is always telling me is like, this is about two people creating a bridge, right? While staying strong within themselves, right? One of my favorite tarot decks, the Osho Zen, the Two of Cups is two trees standing strong together. The branches are just touching, right? And it's this feeling like the best place to come from in a relationship is a place of personal strength from both sides, right? So that you're not totally like losing yourself and everything that makes you strong in the relationship. And that's an important side message to me of the Two of Cups. It's a very healing card too. Again, this is healing the heart, healing relationships, mending old fences, quarrels, battles, Yeah. Should I stay or should I go? Five of Swords. There it is. You might have someone in your life that you're kind of like, ugh, should I keep them around or not? I would say that the big determining factor when you see the Five of Swords is you've got to ask yourself, am I dealing with someone who has integrity? Am I dealing with someone who's kind, compassionate, and giving, right? Yeah. Yes, yes. Because many times the kind of individual that's portrayed in the Five of Swords is somebody that really only is self-seeking, doesn't mind stepping on others to get ahead, doesn't act with a lot of integrity. So you've got to make that decision. It's like, is this person someone that way or not? Yeah. And if they aren't, if they aren't so good for you, it's like, yeah. Let's get a potential outcome here. It's about justice. It's definitely, this is a strong love read, right? But that Libra energy is strong. I feel like, you know, when Venus goes into Libra over this next like 3 or 4 weeks, a lot of this is going to make more sense to you because of this energy. And I do feel like it is about stability, harmony. Make your decisions from a more cool kind of, you know, intellectual place, not so much necessarily from the super, super squishy emotions, right? You've got the High Priestess, the Lovers, the Justice. The High Priestess is very intuitive, but she's also kind of detached, right? She doesn't reveal every single thing that she's feeling or thinking. The Lover's card is very much about communication, but it is an air sign energy, so it is more intellectual than it is emotional much of the time. Same thing with Justice. Libra is ruled by Venus, which is love and romance, but it's also an air sign again. So it's like, don't let your emotions rule everything. It's having a balance between the two, and that's the best way to make your decisions. Because if you only come at it with the heart, it can just get rocked all over the place. And if you only come at it with the head, that's too dry, right? So you've got to come at it with this balance between the two. You know, enough emotion and spirituality to be able to feel what's right for you, with enough of that intellectual discernment to make the decision and not have it just be emotionally devastating. Let's get a clarifier on Justice, please. Page of Pentacles, yeah, and I do feel like you've got a lot of that, like that Earth Queen. You had the Queen of Pentacles, you got the Page, because I really feel that you know that the decisions you're making and you know that where you're going next has a lot to do with what direction you're going to go in. Because the Page of Pentacles is like, I want a new adventure, I want a new path. And I do feel like, you know, you're renewing a lot of those things. A lot of those elements of your financial life are being reestablished, reworked, replanted. And you want to kind of team up with people that are going in the same direction as you and support you as well as you support them. It's a lot in there. I know it's a lot to unpack. It's a lot to unpack. I know that. I think you're going to get clarity on it. But you need to really have that equal give and take between you and this other person, right? Justice, the Lovers, the Two of Cups, all these are all about having that equal balance. This seems to be a big energy, a big message that's coming out for a lot of our folks tonight. And it may simply be because we are starting to get closer, you know, to Venus and Libra. Venus and Libra is all about finding that balance, equal give and take, working well with others, you know. It's those agreements, it's contracts, it rules all that kind of stuff. So let me get you an affirmation on this. You're a very loving person. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we definitely have Archangel Michael coming through, because I do feel that you kind of need that level of protection and also the ability to sort of detach from any drama or any like potential emotional embroilment, right? It's like gives you that ability to be a little bit more clear-minded and clear-headed. Yeah, providing protection and strength. Always important to call on. And on the bottom, we had the responsibility card, which says take responsibility for your own happiness. Yes. Oh my goodness. So yeah, it's like, don't rely entirely on them, right? Yeah, don't rely entirely on them. But you are a very loving person, that's for sure. Very intuitive, yes. These are good cards. There's no doubt. These are great cards. These are not bad. But they really are about balance, communication, healing, forgiveness, personal strength and growth, getting really rooted in yourself as well. All important. A lot of love cards came out. I mean, it's, you know, that doesn't always happen. Sometimes people want a love reading and there's just like nothing to do with love. It has like nothing to do with it, but there's a lot to do with love in your read. Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, the Lovers, Justice, Two of Cups, you know. So you're definitely being listened to. They hear you. They hear you loud and clear on that. All right, guys. Transformation Queen is up next. Or Tiffany out there in the chat. And whenever you have a moment, want a love reading, Ben want a reunion with Libra, but Meta Pisces. Want to know what's going on. Ooh, let's see. That's a tough one. I like both. I like Libra and I like Pisces. And they have some similarities. They do. Neither of those signs really enjoy fighting or conflict. Both of them really want like peace, diplomacy. My best friend, I have Venus in Pisces and she has Venus in Libra. And I swear, it's like that's like how we are. We just like, we never fight. Like, even if we disagree, we're like, it's all good. Like, we don't care. It's like, you feel different about this, I feel different about it. We never feel like a need to fight about it. It's just like, yeah, it's cool. It's so symbiotic. It's amazing. Oh my goodness. So Tiffany, let's see what we have got for you. Yeah, best wishes to you, Light Seeker. Thank you for coming in and keep us updated. Keep us updated. Aw, sounds great, sweetheart. Have a good night. Oh, don't worry, Tiffany. I have not started pulling cards yet. Yeah, Pisces is the peacemaker, usually. Unless they got like a lot of Aries or fire in their chart. That's the only thing that can turn my little fishy into a shark. I've known some shark fishies. I've known some fierce Pisces before. They're a little rare, but they're out there for sure. Yeah. All right, Tiffany, let's see what's going on with this Libra and this Pisces. Let's see what we got. All right, dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors. Let's see what we've got for our transformation queen. Let's see what's coming up for her. Question between a Pisces and a Libra. Let's get some cards on this. Wow. Yeah, you got... First card is abundance. And I just had to pull the bottom too, is fulfillment. I think you're, Tiffany, I think you have more, you might even have more than these two choices. It looks like you got abundance and you're going to get something good. That's nice. That's really nice. It feels very nice. Feels very manifesting to me. I don't know. It's that abundance card feels very Taurus. It's because it feels so earthy and grounded and like, I don't know, just, you know, those wildflowers, the field, you know, the fertility, the prospering energy. Aw, no problem, Light Seeker. I'm glad you're back. That's fine. That's fine if you take a break. I take breaks from my tarot channels that I like too. And sometimes then I come back. Sometimes you just need time to just feel things out for yourself, right? And then sometimes you want messages. I'm the same way. You do what's right for you. I will never be offended by that, ever. I'll just be happy to see you when you come back from your journeys. That's it. All right, so Tiffany, let's get some tarot on this. I'm very excited to see what we've got. Woo! Honey! You really don't want any player energy. Wow. Right? Yeah, and Pisces are nice. In the immediate past, we got this Five of Swords. We were just talking about the Five of Swords and Light Seekers reading and how, you know, this is People without integrity, people that win at all costs. They don't mind making other people the losers as long as they can be the winner. All right, all that. That is that air energy. That's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius on that card. But I wouldn't necessarily even want to particularly ascribe that to any one sign, because to me, any sign can be the negative of itself, right? In a lot of ways. Let's get a clarifier, please, on Five of Swords. But it is, and so to me it is. In a relationship question, it's a player energy. Yeah, and it brings you a lot of anxiety, a lot of frustration, sleepless nights, dark nights of the soul, anxiety, stress. I would honestly say that if you have someone like this in your past, it may be the best idea to either let them go or just kind of move on beyond it. Because if somebody's bringing you that crap, it's like, ooh, who needs that? You know, it's like they're bringing you the stress and they don't care. Like, that's the thing about narcissistic energy. They're stressing you out and they don't give a damn. They don't care. They're like, crying over me, it's cool. It's like, what? That's not cool at all. And so I feel like, you know, in your present energy right now, here you are as the Magician, which is kind of saying, you know, let's review. Let's pull out all of my magical materials, put them on the table, and manifest something new. Let's put our mind to something better. And I feel like, you know, the Magician is the #1 card. It's Mercury ruled, so it has that energy of Gemini and Virgo. It's very mentally sharp and flexible and agile. So it's really about creating something that's good and new. It's about manifesting something new. It's like believing in yourself brings new good manifestations. It's the card of the Alchemist. And I feel like that's really what you're focused on. It's like creating magic, creating your own alchemy. If you can believe it, you can do it, right? And I have felt that in your readings, because I've done other ones for you, and I have felt that, like, you're really in that place of, like, and you're a Scorpio, right? I mean, it's just, that's what you guys do. Like, you transform. They're Scorpio people, right? They have several lifetimes in one lifetime. They really do. They will have things where they build it up, they create it, and then it's a little burn down, and they rise again like the phoenix. It's just kind of part of the life. And I do feel like you're more in your phoenix rising kind of energy now. I feel like there's been a lot of things that have burned down, and so you're ready to regenerate here. Wow. Look at that. Oh, you're going to like it. The Ace of Cups sitting on top of the Magician. There it is. Huge blessings from Spirit. Giftings from the, you know, for your love life, for your heart, for your soul. I feel like in a way you're creating like a whole new love life for yourself. To me, the Ace of Cups feels very Pisces. It's technically all of our water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It feels so Pisces, though. You know, you have the dove representing the aspect of the Holy Spirit, right? That visited Jesus. And, you know, to me, Jesus was a Pisces energy, the fish, right? And it just feels so, yeah, very Piscean, because it's just that pure spiritual blessing from above, you know. Love it. All the aces are gifts, you know. It's the hand of Spirit coming in and giving us a gift, right? Yeah. I mean, that's just great. I feel like your love and spiritual life is just changing. And look at this. Going into the future, I'm telling you. What does a Five of Swords character fear the most? This woman. This one. Because she's not going to put up with it. She's going to chase him right on out of there. I'm telling you. Yeah. Because we talked about this earlier, right? Yeah, Silver Star, the Jesus fish. They just don't know, right? People put the Jesus fish, they don't know that there really is an astrological connection there. They don't know. But we know. Something's fishy in here. Yeah, but the Queen of Swords is like I said, when I looked at this, I was like, wow, you're not going to put up with any players, narcissists, energy vampires, people that don't, reciprocate your same energy and your same emotions. And I tell you, a Scorpio is never going to be very happy in a relationship where they don't feel the intensity of their love or passion returned. You need it. Like Scorpio, you're so black and white, all or nothing, love or hate, that I think most Scorpios would rather be alone than to be with somebody who's milquetoast or somebody who's just kind of, halfway about the love they put in. They're like, nah, I want all of it or I don't want none of it. Yeah, they want complete devotion or they don't want to deal with it at all. It's like, ugh. They like people that have strong feelings. Even if they don't agree with all those feelings, they like to know that someone's passionate about something, right? Scorpios cannot stand wishy-washy or they don't like it. Let's get a clarifier on Queen of Swords. And yes, Pisces is a very good combo for Scorpio because it's a fellow water sign. You're going to automatically feel the power of that trined energy. It's just the way it is. Guys, the 2 longest relationships I was ever in my life were with people who had Venus and Scorpio because I've got Venus and Pisces. Yeah. It's a very hard bond to break. That trine water energy because it's so intuitive, it's so empathic, it's so like almost mind reading, Pisces, Scorpio really likes to sort of dominate. I'm gonna get a little bit into your personal life. They do like to dominate, and they do like to sort of, they really like to sort of control and really consume their partner. They really do. And Pisces doesn't mind being kind of controlled like that. They don't mind because they're more of a submissive, gentle, loving, flexible energy. So they really don't mind Scorpio being kind of bossy in the bedroom or bossy in the relationship area. They don't mind it because they're like, oh yeah, I like to be consumed. They do. Oh, yes. All right, Queen of Swords. What else do you got to say for Tiffany, please? And the Fool card, right? Yeah, the Fool sitting on top of our Queen of Swords. That's taking the leap of faith. Right? So I feel like there's this really nice energy between, being very strong, standing your ground, not putting up with people who are going to mess with you, but you're also willing to put aside your fears and take a leap of faith, right? Sam, so I don't get a feeling that you won't try, right? It's like you've still got a very loving heart for the right person. You really do. Let's get a suggested approach. Let's see what we've got. But it is true. It is true because Scorpio, you get a big reputation for that because Scorpio is a very sexual sign. And it's so much more than just sexuality, something that people don't realize about Scorpio. It's a psychological sign, and healthy sexuality is super important to Scorpio. Their psyche is very interconnected with healthy sexual expression, right? It's one and the same. For them, for an enlightened Scorpio, sexuality is a true spiritual expression of love, of self, vulnerability. It's one of the places where they can really take down their armor and be vulnerable with someone. And so that's why it's an important thing for them, The unenlightened, more negative Scorpios can just fall into just pure hedonism, lust, revenge, suspicion, and jealousy, and really nasty stuff, right? But the more enlightened of the Scorpios, there is like almost no better sexual partner because they are going to give you everything. They're going to give you everything they got. So that's, a lot of people don't always understand. That's why I love Scorpio is one of my favorite signs to teach about and talk about because it's very multi-layered. And it is the most powerful of the zodiac. Even though it's not the oldest, it's the eighth sign, and it is the most powerful. It is the most powerful. It represents the best or the worst of human nature, and it's pretty amazing. Scorpio can go to the heights, they can go to the depths. They're like, I always say, like the little cartoon with the angel and the devil on the shoulder. They got those two sides whispering to them, And they can take the high road or they can take the low road. It really depends on their personality and their choices that they make. Wow. I would say be open to the adventures of life here, Tiffany. Yeah, well, Nancy, if you got Scorpio moon, you understand. That's intrinsic. My main astrology teacher was a Scorpio moon, and she talked about that a lot. Oh yeah, it can be a tough moon sign because it's very emotionally intense. So here we go. Page of Pentacles, suggested approach. I would say be open to the next adventure. This is my little adventure of the tarot, and it's all about what's coming next. I want to invest wisely in my next step in life, whether it's career, business, investment, relationship, etc. Right? That's a beautiful combo there, Tiffany, then. The Scorpio, Sun, and Pisces moon is so nice. I mean, you get along with yourself pretty darn well, having, a water sign, moon, and sun. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go for the Pisces. That's what I'm feeling here. Yeah, and Seven of Pentacles. You don't have to rush. There's no reason to rush. I tell you, one of the nicest people I ever dated was a Pisces. It was just easy going, just gentle. The only thing that was tough was he was kind of lazy, because sometimes the Pisces, they could be so lazy. That was the only thing that really kind of messed it up over time. But other than that, we loved music. We loved going to concerts. It was just nice. Like, it was chill. Generally, Pisces people won't push you. They won't be pushy. They won't be demanding. They won't be mean. They're just not like that. Not really. That's just not their bag. But I would say, yeah, sure. Take your time. Cultivate things. One step at a time. Here we got the Seven of Pentacles. So you're definitely in this place. This is contemplating where you want to go next. Take your time. Feel it out. Work on yourself too. It's important. Working on yourself is very important. Don't let that go. And if you get into this new relationship with the Pisces or with anyone else, it's like just take it one step at a time and just kind of enjoy the process. It feels good. It feels nice and earthy and grounded, Let's get a potential outcome on this question here. Yeah, I just feel like that Libra stuff, or just whatever stuff that you've been dealing with, this has got to be cleared up. You got the Five of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and now the Seven of Swords. 5 and 7 of Swords are like good old sneaky Pete. These are people that are not, very honest, They steal your energy because they don't have enough of their own. You just don't want to deal with that kind of thing, right? I feel like, I don't know if you're going to hear from this guy again, or if it's just kind of an energy that kind of irritates you, Hey, David, we were talking about you earlier. How you doing? Yes. Oh my gosh. With this combination here, Tiffany, I feel like it's really a decision because the lovers can be such a card of decision making, making a choice between lovers sometimes. And I just feel like, yeah, it's time to let go of anything that feels narcissistic, energetically vampirical, any of that kind of thing, because you're really ready to step into a better kind of love than that. You know, real love doesn't include that Seven of Swords shenanigans. It just doesn't. Let's get an affirmation on this for you. It's good to talk things out with people. That's why I think you've got a little bit of this energy of just sort of take your time with this. Really get to know someone before you really commit deeper, because, you know, because once a Scorpio's committed, boy, it's real hard for them to pull back out of that commitment. Let's get some extras on this. Nice. Very nice cards. The Midas Star. Nice. Luck is on your side. Let the magic happen. So I feel like good manifestation is here with this card. And then on the bottom, one of my favorite archangels for working with relationships, Archangel Chamuel. Embrace healthy relationships. So I feel like luck is on your side when you choose people that are healthy for you. That's really where you're going. And it is a decision. And it might be kind of hard because I know that you cared about the Libra. I know. You know, it's not that... And that's not a poor reflection on you. That's a good reflection on you, that you were able to love someone, right? It's not your fault if they were a jerk. Are you doing good, David? Were you asleep? Hey, Kathleen. Good to see you, hon. It's a Friday night. People are up late, you know. People are up late. If Cynthia is still here, I can go ahead and do her reading. Since Silver Star gave that the thumbs up. If she's not, I'll go ahead and... Oh, hey, Krista. Thank you. Oh, you're so sweet, Mrs. Goat. I got my Capricorn siblings in here. Krista's my goat sister and David's my goat brother. We're the 17, 18, 19. We're the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, goat step. Yes, we are. We're the like Capricorn trio. Now David's got me watching that darn Peaky Blinders show, and now I'm like, we could start our own Capricorn crime gang. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. You know, start butting some heads. Yeah, it is good. I'm enjoying it, David. It's like I can see where this show is like a slow burn, right? It's like it starts out a little slow, but then you're like, oh no, the plot thickens. The plot thickens. Yes, I love Aunt Polly. Oh my God, she's awesome. She's trying so hard to like keep things stable. She's like, I'm keeping the family together. And they're like, oh. That's brilliant. I love it. Oh my gosh. Too funny. Too funny. But I love all that like British, Irish like stuff. I'm into it. I'm totally into it. I know, right? Yeah, totally. Wow. It's fun. All right, so Cynthia, Yeah, I need to figure how to watch that one too at some point. I kind of focus on one at a time. Once I get through this one, then I'll move on to something new. I definitely am a binge watcher. Like I'll watch one and then I'll. But see, I do when the reason I get time to watch shows and stuff is honestly because I do my eBay store. And when I'm working, like wrapping items and stuff, I got nothing to do. So it's so easy for me to like turn a show on and have that going on while I work. Oh, Michael Shannon is just amazing. Oh, he is such a good actor, dude. Anything that he's in, I will friggin' watch it. He is so good. He's a stunning actor. Every time I see him in something, I'm like, dude, he's amazing. He's great. Yeah. All right, so Cynthia, general love reading. You can tell me or as much or as little as you want to know about it. Like, I just did one for Tiffany. She told me just a little bit about it, and then I just went. But if you don't want to tell me anything, that's okay too. Wow. Yeah, it's some interesting history too, David. It's kind of a, the Peaky Blinders is sort of like a fictionalized history, it's an embellished history. It's really interesting. All right, y'all. Let's see what we got. I'm going to pull some energies for Cynthia. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what we have got for our amazing Cynthia Nino. Let's see what comes up for her. And I'm going to start with one oracle card to give you your basic energies. Wow, abundance is coming up. That's nice. Uh-huh. This is a good card. It's funny, Tiffany had this card as well. And on the bottom, you've got inner peace. So this feels very harmonious. Abundance and inner peace coming through here. And I just, these are oracle cards, so they're not really like connected necessarily to signs, but if I was going to pick signs, it feels like Taurus and Pisces. It does. It feels like Taurus, Pisces energy, and the midpoint between those signs is Capricorn. Just take that as you will. But this just feels like steady, stable, grounded, rooted, and the inner peace energy just feels happy, feels, peaceful, compassionate, loving, spiritually aligned. Oh, interesting, Silver Star. Yeah, see, I'm interested in all that. Yeah. You guys, if you haven't seen this movie, David, pull it back. It's from the 90s. It was Daniel Day-Lewis, Emma Thompson were in this, In the Name of the Father. It's a true story about Jerry Conlon, who was wrongfully imprisoned for, an IRA bombing. He didn't do it. They put him away. Oh, it's a powerful story. You should watch it if you haven't. The acting is just tremendous, and you would love it. You would love it. All right, Cynthia, let's do a past, present, future on this for you. Let's see what we've got. And Cynthia, were you a Scorpio too? Were you a Scorpio? And I think you said your honey is with a Capricorn. Your honey's a Capricorn. It's a nice match. It's a very nice match. Gotcha. Boy, our magician is coming out a lot. Let me shuffle this one more time. Just focus in real good. I'm just feeling like maybe that came through a little bit twice. Just tap that out. Sometimes when I get the same cards, I kind of like, Let's clear the energy, make sure that's what was meant to come through. I can always feel it. That's my advice for anybody that reads cards. If something feels a little off, just clear and reshuffle. It's always worth it. There we go. That feels, oh yeah, there you go. There you go. Because we knew we're working with some Capricorn energy. So immediate past is the King of Wands. So it's very strong Aries energy. I feel like you're coming from a place of like taking the lead, going and getting what you want. This is similar to the Emperor, where it's like, you know, gonna get what I need, gonna get what I want, gonna focus on taking what's mine, stepping into the spotlight. Keeping eyes on the big picture here. And, you know, I would say, wow, I mean, look at that. Yeah, you definitely had the love offers here in the past with this Knight of Cups. It's like you making a love offer, someone making a love offer to you, moving forward in a relationship. I feel like this relationship has been moving forward a lot quicker and a lot, you know, faster than maybe you even expected in some ways. Like it's, you know, that's just the feeling I have. It's like it's moving forward nicely. Not necessarily too fast, but I feel like, you know, when you kind of go out there and get what you want, say, yeah, this is what I'm after, like it moves. Like it doesn't stay stagnant. Right in the center, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So to me, this is such a Capricorn energy that's on this card. And it really is about making good emotional and financial decisions. For me, queens have a lot to do with our personal boundaries. And this can be, you know, personal boundaries in finance, in career, in stability. She's also my, I love this card because she's like my queen. She's like a Capricorn queen with a bunny rabbit. And that's me. Sitting there with my bunny. And so, you know, to me, the rabbit is a symbol of prosperity, abundance, creation, making more stuff that you want and need, being very industrious. It's a love of family and home, being practical about how you proceed. So I feel like, you know, it's like you're a good team. I feel like this is a good teamwork. And I feel like you're both pretty much in a good place right now. Let's get a clarifier on this. Let's see what else we get around this Queen of Pentacles. Got a lot of knights here. Yes. Oh, wow. It's interesting you say moving because that's coming up. Knight of Wands. There's a lot of movement. I was about to say the Sagittarius card. So there's can be movement. There can be change. There can be going to a new location. Both of you might be thinking about this, right? It might be happening very rapidly. Is it overseas or is it local? Because, you know, Knight of Wands, that can also be like international travel. It could be learning a new language or a culture even. That could be part of it in the future. No, I don't know. That's a little bit part of it, but definitely movement. 10 of Swords, oh, hun. I feel like with this, okay, yeah, so it's not too far. But the 10 of Swords, you know, to me is the end of a difficult cycle going into the future here. And I feel like moving is going to be good overall, but I think it's also going to be a little bit like just not like heavily painful, but it's kind of like when something difficult comes to an end or you make a big change. And even if it was a good move or a good change, there's sometimes a little bit of that poignant, like, oh, you know, letting something go, leaving behind something really big. Because the 10 is the end of a cycle. It's the end of something really huge coming full circle. End of situations that can bring a mixture of relief and sadness at the same time, right? But it's an opportunity for a new happiness, the weight off your shoulders, end of a difficult situation. So I do feel like moving is really good for you, but it also, it's like, I do feel like you're letting something go in a big way. Like you're really releasing Yeah, it's the last part of your old life. That's what it feels like, right? It can, for some people, it can be a card of leaving home, or, you know, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's been a big decision for you. It's been tough. And I feel like there's still like there may be some, you know, little choices and residual things that you've got to do as you go forward. It's okay, you know. To me it'll all balance out. But anything that you need to do, anything that you need to put to rest, I would just go ahead and do it. Don't procrastinate on it too hard. Um, but looks good. I mean, this all looks good to me. Let's get a suggested approach on this. Very nice. Stay in a positive direction. The Sun. The most positive card in the tarot is your suggested approach. So stay upbeat, stay optimistic. Even if some things are challenging to release and walk away from, realize, you know, you're walking into something so much better. I also feel like you're doing this during the perfect time for it because the Sun is Leo season, which we are currently in. So very positive indeed. Yeah, with your king. You had the Queen of Pentacles, there's the King of Pentacles, right? You're moving forward with somebody, and I feel like it's quite stable. By having both the King and the Queen of Pentacles in the reading, it just feels very grounded. It feels committed. It feels solid. The King of Pentacles to me is like not only working hard at your work or at your job or something, but it's also getting to enjoy what you've worked for. Yeah, that's so nice to see. It's so nice to see. Let's get a potential outcome for this. Yeah, it's resurrection, it's renewal. And Cynthia, I mean, this is one of Scorpio's power cards from the tarot. It's like you've already gone through the death, the transformation, the big change with the death card. This is the higher up. And it's funny, a lot of my Scorpios tonight getting this renewal card. It's all about, you know, rebirth, resurrection, phoenix from the ashes, rising again after a big, big period of change. So yeah, I definitely feel like you're getting ready for a new life. Wow, look at this. I love it. I love it. We've got the Sun card on top of this. So you got the Sun twice in your reading. Good stuff. Yeah, it's like good rebirth, good renewal, happy new energy. Oh man, such a great collection of cards here. Oh, Cynthia, so good. Yeah, look at this. 8 of Cups on the bottom with the 10 of Cups. There you are. You've got both of these walking out the door cards. The 8 of Cups and the 10 of Swords. Yup, leaving it behind. That's the move. That's the move, but it's towards something really good. Because look at that. The 10 of Cups is the happy home, happy relationship, family, love, peace, joy. Aw, yeah. Anything that you need to let go of or you know, release, any kind of decisions that you need to make, it's all going to be okay. Just don't worry over it. Don't procrastinate on it. Just rip the Band-Aid off, right? Because the stuff that's coming up is so good. Like, to have the Sun card from both decks get in there, oh yeah. That's some good stuff. That's like the best cards you can hope for in a read. Very nice. Yes! Check it out. Faith and values. Your values are guiding principles. We use them to choose the way you live your life, right? So that's what a lot of it is too. Like I think that, you know, you have some very strong standards, and sticking to those standards is really important. And you know what? If you got a Capricorn in your life, I'm just saying, we have very high standards. If you get a Capricorn, you're doing something right. Because we don't just pick anyone. We really don't. We are so, so picky. And then the card on the bottom was step into the unknown. Curiosity keeps us heading down new paths, so take a chance. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Oh, Scorpio has high standards too. They're also very picky about who they let in to their inner sanctum. Absolutely. Virgo's picky too. I'm thinking about picky signs. Scorpio, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, dear goodness. They are all very, very choosy. Capricorn and Aquarius are both very choosy because they are signs that, like, they are fine alone. Like, they'd rather be alone than to be with someone they don't feel 100% about. Virgo's just picky because they're picky. Because they know what's quality. They know. Virgo probably says, I prefer to use the word discerning. Not picky. And Scorpio's picky because they, you know, they're very particular about who they let into their inner secrets, into their inner life. Not just anybody gets to know that stuff. No. No, they have to build up trust with you. That's why Capricorn and Scorpio are very similar. Both of them kind of warm up slowly. But when they're together, they kind of sense, oh, both of us are kind of that way. So they open up to each other a little easier in general. All Capricorns are a little bit crazy, David. They are. We're all a little bit wacky. Capricorns are just, we kind of defy, what is it? We sort of defy classification. It's hard to pigeonhole a Capricorn. We're real weird people. We are. We're very individualistic. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Capricorns will definitely hit you in the side, that's for sure, if they don't like you. They're like a little guardian goat. Yeah, if they don't know someone and they come on the property, they'll knock them over pretty good. They're pretty strong. Even small Capricorns make a large impact. All right, Silver Star, we got you. And I think you're the last of the evening. So with you, I will complete the night. I will complete the night because I do have to go get something to eat. I ate before I started. Now I'm hungry again. But yes, very exciting to hear that, Cynthia. That's fabulous. Yeah, right? We have cool names. Yes. Aw, have a good evening, hon. Take care. If I had a bagel, I'd probably eat it. I made a shrimp etouffee last night. So good. Oh, I had my friend Natrina over, and oh my goodness, she brought over fancy desserts, and we just like, we ate, and it was great. Yes. Yeah. That's my favorite. My favorite Cajun dish is etouffee. Ah, you can make it with shrimp or crawfish or both. It's so good. I taught myself how to make that this year. I was like, I've got to learn to make that because my favorite Cajun place is a long drive away from here. Um, and I was like, I've got to learn how to make that. And it's not horribly hard. It is a lot of steps. It's a little bit of a process, but man, it is worth it. It's worth it. It's just delicious. And it's very good for you. It's actually quite healthful. It's got a lot of good veggies in it. All right, Silver Star. Yes, yes, and that is really good. Alfredo sauce mixed with marinara is delicious. They do that at this local Italian place. That's really good. It's yummy. People don't know that they're good mixed together, because then you get the best of both worlds. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that sounds real good, David. That's actually, because Italy is so surrounded by, the water, that, Americans don't always realize that Italian seafood dishes are actually more traditional than what we think of. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, Silver Star. Let's see what we have got for you tonight. You said general reading, so we're just going to see what messages are meant to come out for you right now. So, dear angels, dear ancestors, guardians, and guides, let's see what we have for our beautiful Silver Star out there in the chat. Let's see what messages you have for her. Let's start with one oracle card to get a read on her personal energy. Nice. Oh, I always love to see this card come through, the Gateway card, because it always makes me feel like things are moving to another level in life, right? It's always that feeling of, a new portal, a new gateway. We always, we just had that Lion's Gate, and here's the Gateway card. So I just feel like it's like this moving forward with a lot of potential, a lot of hope and faith. Symbol of the unicorn, to me the unicorn is always that purity of intention, new beginnings, innocence and faith. It's really, really beautiful card. So let's get into your tarot. Wow. Some Aries power. I know you're an Aries, but there's definitely some Aries power in your cards here. I feel like what you're leaving behind, though, here in this past position is this Nine of Swords. When the Nine of Swords, is the sleepless nights, fears, worries, anxieties. You may recently have been dealing with a lot of that, thoughts that won't turn off, not being able to sleep, worries just kind of eating at you a little bit. Let's see what's clarifying this card. I feel like you're really letting some things go, though. I do. I feel like you've really been working to move past it because of this Knight of Wands. A lot of fire energy in your reading. A lot of fire cards. There's that Sagittarius energy. So I feel like you've really been going back and forth between these two energies. One of them being, that more worried, the mental wheels just kind of turning and turning. And the other one is just saying, hey, lighten up. Let's get out of that. Let's move on to something that's a little bit more happy, optimistic, bright, open. Let's look at the potentials. Let's not worry about all this other little stuff. It's kind of like those two things have been duking it out. Your present energy, though, is the Two of Wands. Strong Aries energy on this card. It's a card of new beginnings. It's a card of new energy, new doors opening. This could be a new adventure that you take, with a new or current partner. Many times it is, you know, because we do have the two people in this card. Sometimes it's just you, you know, making a choice. What's my next path? What's my next adventure? What am I going to start doing? But yeah, expansion of plans, continuing to move forward. You might be really kind of, again, you know, it is like getting back to that gateway. It is. It's like new door opening. Very fascinating. I love it. No, David, you're an Aquarius rising, Aries moon. I'm gonna keep on you with it. You're gonna remember. But you are correct about those 5 planets in Capricorn. One night we're gonna put you in the hot seat and I'm gonna read your freaking chart in front of everyone. I promise I'm gonna do it. And the 7 of Cups. So, you know, wow, Silver Star. You may feel you're working on, don't like the energy, trying to push past it, feel like it's I'm the old me, but figuring out the new me. Yeah. And I do feel like here we've got the 7 of Cups, right, on top of this. So, yeah, I do feel like you're navigating some things, Silver Star. As we know, 7 of Cups can really be those decisions, and it can be a feeling of overwhelming decisions, like there's so many choices, how do I pick only one? That can really be a feeling that you can get with that 7 of Cups. And so it really is about kind of investigating all your options to make the best decision out of those instead of letting them overwhelm you, because that can just feel like, oh my gosh, there's all this coming through, what do I do with it? Yeah. And then going into the immediate future, hun, we've got another very strong Aries card. To me, these two cards have so much in common. And so it's interesting that you've got this for the present and this for the future. 2 of Wands and Page of Wands. You know, to me, these are fresh new energies, new beginnings, new starts, vitality and optimism. And, you know, just that kind of like, it just gives you that fire in your heart again, right? It's like, oh, I feel energized, I feel ready, I feel enthusiastic about something again. You know, this can be news about new opportunities, allowing creativity to soar, do the things that fuel your passions. Finishing what you start is important too with these cards, because Aries, you know, many times they're great at initiating things and starting things, but then if they get into it and it's not fun enough or exciting enough, or there's too much, you know, it's like it can really drag them down and they fizzle out, right? So you need to choose things that you know that you will stay passionate and enthusiastic about, things that you know that you can complete. And those are usually going to be things that make you go, yeah. I mean, for me, it's like, even though I'm a Capricorn, my dragon side is that Aries, because the dragon is like Aries, right? And I have that thing where sometimes I'll start things and it's like, if it doesn't have enough energy or oomph to it, I won't keep going with it. And so I've learned over time that it's better for me to start things that I know that I love, that I know I'm passionate about, that I know I'm not going to give up on. Because I got a much better chance of succeeding with it. Yeah. Well, David, you're going to have a similar, you'll understand that too, because with an Aries moon, you got a same thing there. It's like you've got to find things that you can continuously fuel. You do have a lot of Capricorn. Capricorns have great follow through. Like, they don't care even if things get boring. They'll keep going with it. But you got to love it. Like, you really, you know, with Aries energy, you got to love it. If you don't really love it, you'll just get tired of it. You'll just go, meh. Yeah, 10 of Swords. I do feel that there is something that you gotta let go of. Like, this is to me the old stuff, the old cycle ending, time to put it down, right? And it's like the new doors opening. Hey there, Colin, hope have a good night. So yeah, Silver Star, I just feel like there's a lot of new things opening up, but it's like you're stepping through, again, like a gateway, like a portal. it reminds me a little bit of what I told Cynthia. You know, she had that Ten of Swords going into her future. Like I said, there's a little bit of a combination of sadness and relief with that card, because it's sort of like, oh, thank goodness, that difficult cycle, that difficult time is over. But sometimes it feels a little poignant to let it go. And it's interesting how, you know, your past position was the Nine of Swords, future position is the Ten of Swords. So I feel like whatever it is that's been kind of worrying you or on your mind for a while, like that's going to complete. It's going to come full circle, and those things aren't going to bother you as you step into the future. You know, it's kind of interesting, the progression from the 9 to the 10. So let's get a suggested approach, how to deal with all this energy here. I feel like you've just got a lot of choices to make. And I feel like, you know, it's just a matter of simplifying. You might have 7 or 8 things on the table, but you only have to pick 1 or 2. You don't have to pick all of them. Some of them aren't even good, right? You know, it's like that's the way it is with the 7 of Cups. You know, some of the cups have the diamonds and the jewels and the success, and some of them got the snake in them. Some of them's got the fake people in them, right? Go to the past, forgive and understand more. Where I played a part in a 9-year, yeah, right. Oh, yeah. Oh, or is that your current year? Silver Star is a 9? It would make sense. There'd be a lot of big closures. Yeah, it's a snake in that cup. Snake in that cup. I think there's actually a dragon in one of the cups. It is. A little dragon. It depends on if you want a dragon. You know, depends on if you want a dragon. Even a small dragon can be a big problem. All right, let's get a suggestion. Let's get some advice on this, please. Yeah, look at that. I do. This beautiful Queen of Swords, she has been coming up a lot tonight for a lot of folks. And yeah, I mean, it is. It's an obvious, I think you already know. This is really, again, you know, about letting things go or cutting things out that no longer serve you. Really choosing to focus on yourself, your own career, your own work. Yeah. Seeing the humor in difficult situations. Brilliant, experienced, humorous, and judgmental, right? And the word judgmental isn't always a bad thing. You know, we have to use our judgment about stuff in life. Queen of Swords is also very strong Libra energy. So to me, it's bringing balance back to life. Anything that's been in chaos or disarray. Yeah, and I'm telling you, it's funny. We just said the thing about the fake people. Well, there's your 7 of Swords. Oh, oh, David. We love you too, the Peaky Dragons. I like that. That's adorable. I need to get one of those hats for my dragon. I'm gonna do it. But yeah, Silver Star to me, I mean, this just doesn't get more clear. I think a big part of your life right now, too, is actually clearing a lot of these negative people. Funny enough, in different places in our readings tonight, these 2 cards have come out a lot. The 5 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, because this is really, to me, about kicking out the narcissists, the energy thieves, the vampires, the people that just suck your light, suck your life force, and leave you high and dry, you know. And I think that a lot of us, especially, and there's a lot of empathic people in here. There's a lot of spiritual people in here that are, you know, dealing with those kind of things and those kind of people. Yeah, so I just, Yeah, see, David, I need a little hat for my dragon. One of those little hats for the dragon. It would be so cute. I bet I could find like a doll-sized one and get it for him. I bet I could find one of those little hats. Or I could make one. It's adorable. But I do. I feel like a lot of our spiritual community, you know, we're really standing up for ourselves more and more. And I feel like that's very much what you're doing. And it sometimes, you know, sometimes you just have to let certain people and certain elements go. I've had to do it. I've definitely had to do it. You know that on here. Yeah. Let's see what we have as a suggested outcome here. I tell a few people to stick it and blocks them this week, try and scam. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, oh my goodness. It just doesn't stop. You got Ten of Swords twice in your reading, and the suggested outcome, potential outcome, again, Ten of Swords. So I think, yeah, I feel like you're doing a clean sweep. It's the end of situations that bring a combination of relief and sadness, the opportunity for new happiness, the weight off your shoulders. Yeah, I mean, my goodness. Wow. You know, the feeling that this also gives me is like with this gateway energy, it's almost like you're going through a new gateway, we're going through this new portal, and we can't take all the baggage with us. We can't take that stuff, or negative people, or people that just aren't there for our best good. And we just kind of have to trust that they're meant to go. A Libra friend of mine has been going through that this week, and they're like, why are all these people being so mean and rude and da 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 da? I was like, look, I said, if they're not good for you, let them go. It's okay. It's just a proving ground right now, and we can only take the good stuff. It's almost like we're going through a force field to just blast away all the junk. Jeez, girl. And I feel too, yeah, no more, I'm done. Yeah. Yeah. So, Eight of Swords on top of that Ten of Swords. I feel like too, there's something going on with you as well where you're really freeing yourself from that. I feel like in the past you might have felt like you had to kind of stick around and play nice with them, but you don't anymore. You know, it's like you're freeing yourself from this old paradigm. It's very intense, girl. And on the bottom, more of our superpowered Aries energy. We got a lot of Aries cards on this with the King of Wands, Two of Wands, Page of Wands. And on the bottom, the Hermit. There it is. Healing, following your own star, your own truth, and what's good for you. Yeah, being very picky. We're talking about picky again, you know, it's talking about picky Virgos. There's that picky Virgo energy as the Hermit, right? They don't just hang out with just anyone, right? They don't hang out with just anyone. So I feel like, you know, the Aries energy, the Leo energy, especially with that Leo, the Lion's Gate, I really feel like it's aligning really well with you. And so I feel like you're really going through to a next level. And a lot of it, ultimately, it's like you're leaving behind this energy of hurt, betrayal, fear, doubt, worry, insecurity, stagnation or being stuck, tolerating people that weren't great for you just because you didn't know you could do better. You didn't know you could have better, but now that you do, you're like, oh, I can totally walk out that door. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, it's... And different people take it differently. For some people, like I know for Libras, it's so hard. It's so hard for them to just, you know, because they like to be friendly. Yeah, I'm not there. Doormat, yeah. Said, okay, I am a nice person. So yeah, sick of it. Yeah. And I think that that's something that intuitive and creative people fall prey to a lot, because we have a naturally open energy. And learning that balance between openness and maintaining good boundaries. It's an imperative lesson. Oh, I like these. Okay. Affirmation card off the top is the best is yet to be. Good things have happened, but even better things will be presented in the future. I like that. Yeah. I like that. Gwen, suddenly I'm a biatch when I draw the line, even after warnings. That's because they just expect you to keep putting up with it. Ooh, I like the one on the bottom too. Angel of Wisdom. Pursue knowledge and spiritual growth. So yeah, wow. I like both of these. They really fit in well with your read. I like that. But yeah, I feel like a lot of us are just coming through this stuff, and no, nobody should have to apologize or feel bad for doing what's right for them ever. Like, you got to do what's right for you. There's a lot of swords in this reading. The 10 twice, the 9, the 8, the 7. As a queen, I just feel like it's really coming full circle with some old, maybe some of them kind of deeply ingrained thoughts or beliefs. A lot of that's changing. Oh, in a big way. A lot of air and fire in that read, Silver Star. A lot of air and fire. Mostly air and fire. Yeah. Alright, guys. That was a great night. That was awesome. We had a good time. I'm gonna let my hair down. That's what I said. I sent somebody a picture of Elsa with singing "Let It Go." That's what I sent them today. I was like, "Let it go, let it go." Turn your lizard on. Turn your fire lizard on. But yeah, no, it's just like, just let it go. It's okay. Don't worry about or hang on to people that aren't for your best good. If they're for you, you'll know it. If they're not for you, you'll know that too. Don't waste time with people that you can't. Oh. This is my little frozen lizard. If you've seen the second Frozen movie, this is the little fire salamander. Yeah. Yeah, the medicine wheel. Yeah, the fire salamander is actually a very old, very ancient spiritual animal. I don't know how the salamander came to be so connected with fire. I've tried to research that, but I'm not sure why. I'm not sure exactly why the salamander, because you think of salamanders as being kind of a water energy. They're very semi-aquatic, like frogs, but I love him. He's so cute. He glows on and off. Yeah, that's what got me in that movie. Was the little fire salamander in the second Frozen movie. I fell in love with that. I was like, oh! I was like, he's a tiny little pocket dragon. He's a little fiery lizard. cutie. His little flames that come off of him. He just glows off and on. He's a very, yeah. Yeah, he does in the movie. He licks his eyeballs. Very cute. I love him. But, so anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. And, as always, we had a great night. Always a fun time. I'm gonna go fix up some food. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thank you so much, Gwen. If you don't have time, I'll do the stamps, either one. I'm glad you made it in, David. We were all wondering where you were. So he's probably taking a goat nap. He's taking a goat nap. Right, yeah. Yeah. I see that, Silver Star. Yeah, thanks, Tasha. Good to see you, hun. Thank you, Nancy. And my stomach's growling. It's like, feed me! We've all been pretty sleepy. You know, this is the hottest time of the year. My mom keeps wondering why she's so tired. I'm like, Mom, it's hot. You can't help it. It's like that heat. Even if you're not spending a bunch of time outdoors, it will get you. It will make you sleepy. Yeah. All right. Good night, Krista. Good to see you too, hun. Everyone have a good evening. I plan to be back here on Sunday. Back to our spirit animal readings, which we took a break from last week. So I will be back to those. So yeah. We're working, babies. We're working. And I'll talk to y'all very soon. Have a good night. Yeah, exactly, David. No, you can't go outside right now. Not in the daytime. It's just too hot. It's just too hot right now. Yeah. All right, y'all. I will. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night, and I will be talking to you all again very soon.